the f***? This is draft day. I hear talking what the bag say. Pockets hella flat, I told myself this is the last day. Getting tired of walking around depressing with a sad face. Shawty hella fine, like turn around like what the say. Wasn't last place, now I smash things. I want all the pleasure cause I really had pain. Walking through the pressure, that's my mantra like my last name. Tryna ball on cause I know it's just a bad game. Tell them this is draft day. In my pocket hella broke, this is my last day. Wait, tried to tell them this is draft day. No more walk around depressing with a sad face. I see some dying, they ain't never coming back again. They was busting shots, if no one bleed, they double back again. I ain't talking condoms when I say they in the Mac and them. Southern California, but sometimes it feel Afghanistan. Wait, who adopted them? Wait, bring the father in. They was praising God in church, but still I see a lot of sin. They don't fight no more, they gotta burn their shit and bother them. I say out the way, I'm trying to put on for my mama and them. Tell them this is draft day. In my pockets hella broke, this is my last day. Wait, tried to tell them this is draft day. No more walk around depressing with a sad face. I ain't signed up for the army, but it felt like I was drafted. Every step was like a march, but my spirit never fractured. Saw the violence in my view, couldn't let me be a capture. Mama said on higher heights, cause I knew I'd be a master. We was trained in survival, that's the only lesson taught. And the streets ain't place for love, but I'm learning what I saw. Made a promise to myself that no matter what I fought, I'ma make $1 million. I ain't dying on the block like, Tell them this is draft day. In my pockets hella broke, this is my last day. Wait, tried to tell them this is draft day. No more walk around depressing with a sad face. Tell them this is draft day. In my pockets hella broke, this is my last day. Wait, tried to tell them this is draft day. No more walk around depressing with a sad face.
I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. I'm like, I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. I go Benz and I go crazy. I go pro and you go hang. Yeah, I might go lack, I might go dang. I switch it up, I keep them hang. I put it in these nigga face. They insecure, these nigga base. These niggas fake it till they make it. Fuck having patience for that snaking. One life to live, don't make me take it. If you go back, though, niggas, let's get you some paper. You can't take my hoe, them bitches take it. My bitch don't want no conversation, she want paper. That's you, my friend, my friend. My friend, my friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. My friend, my friend. My friend, my friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. Nigga change, but I remain, nigga. Try to know my pain, I'm popping painkillers. Niggas ain't the same, nigga. You acting strange, nigga. Just like a lame, nigga. Yeah, fuck what you pretend to be. These pussy niggas ain't no kin to me. Yeah, I protect my energy. My energy protecting me. Protect your trust, watch everything you see. Yeah, egg like I trust, you know I play for keeps. Cause I get nervous when these niggas say they friend to me. Shout out Nino, rest in peace, man, I can't get no sleep. My friend, my friend. My friend, my friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. My friend, my friend. My friend, my friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. My friend, my friend.
Yo,
What?
what's happening?
What's
Let me take this
happening?
down real quick. Get it to hey, there we go. What's up, people? All right, let's go. All right, so we got so far. We got Cali Stye. That's great. Let's see, Vibrant. Say Vibrant's name twice. Candyman. You know what I mean? Or wait, Candyman was three times.
Three
Vibrant,
times.
Vibrant, Vibrant. Yeah. All right, Miss Senator. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a few
Been
days.
a while,
Hopefully, all is
yes.
well. Yeah, it's been a few days, maybe this week or whatever. What up, Barn Dog? Appreciate you.
What up?
Tamara, what it do? All right,
What's up, Callie?
let's dig right into it. Hey, hopefully you all enjoyed the first live that RY did on her own without it being girl talk or whatever. So I'm really happy about that. That you had a good turnout, great
I
conversation or
did.
whatnot.
I
As I
did.
heard, I told
I,
y'all I ain't going over there.
yeah, and he means it. Cause I
Yeah.
was I was texting him. I said, "Can you please come?" He said, "Nope."
Nope. Nope. Y'all talk about that stuff over the hair and that. I don't even know. I was there for a good, 15 minutes or so to make sure everything was good. Then I was gone.
But
Pew.
no, yesterday was great. I had a really good time. For those of you that didn't know, my amazing co-host for this second installment of Girl Talk this Sunday is Intrinsic. So I'm excited. Shout out to Pretty Purple, Lolo, Charlie, and it was one other person that was on the panel. Just thank y'all for coming and hanging out with your girl. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. This
This
Sunday is going to be
Sunday.
intrinsic. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Intrinsic, for agreeing to that. I know y'all are going to have a great time. I
Also,
think,
and I'm going to be saying this throughout the live as well. If you have not, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go vote on the poll, I put up a poll a couple of days ago because I have a long list of topics I want to discuss, but I want to make sure I keep this as interactive as possible with you, beautiful ladies. I put up a poll with 4 topics. The 2 topics with the highest votes will be a part of the show Sunday. So go ahead and vote, and I will even drop the link to the poll. Okay? Thank y'all.
and what you told me so far, it's dating versus courting, I believe.
Dating versus courting and self care so far is in the running.
All right. Well, there you go. Do not come over here with a recap, okay? What's
Oh,
going on, Dr. Lashanya? What it do? Austin, what's happening? All right, so let's get right into this, okay? Don't want to
yeah.
drag y'all. We're gonna get right into the content here. Now y'all know like literally towards the beginning of not beginning, but like maybe an hour before, 2 hours before, I'm like, oh my God, let me get my shovel out and dig in content hell. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Yep.
my content is not contenting. Like y'all are gonna make me make shit up, but apparently that's kind of an unpopular thing to do. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, I will. As you know, I will always tell you before I make something up that I am making something up. But anyway, let's
Mhm.
try to make content, okay? Now I only caught a little bit of this and a little bit of that around the YouTube street. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't need
Okay.
anybody saying, oh, false reporting. Oh my God. Like I literally do not like really watch YouTube because I gotta like stuff in work and then coming up with some bullshit to talk about. And then there's a lot going on. Life has been lifing, so I'll do my best. But if I got it all wrong, let me know and we'll fix it. All right. So the first thing up is Clyde Diva flags Shakim
Yeah.
and says he's backstage during live. So those are two separate issues
Ooh.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was surprised. Thank you, Callie. Callie has the freaking best emojis in the game, by the way.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
anyway, so all right. Well, Shakim was live doing his thing, kind of going over, the topics that he usually covers. Not
Hmm.
usually covers, but just kind of like, topic to topic doing his thing. And then I saw Clyde Diva drop in the chat. When Clyde Diva dropped in the chat, she said the first time I thought I thought she was serious, but at the same time, I kind of was like, it's kind of like content creator banter. But she was like, what's up with my picture being up there? And
Mm,
you know how Diva does that to me. What
yeah.
my logo up there? I was just checking. That's a whole different thing. But
Right.
my logo up there, I'm just checking. I'm gone. So I thought it was one of those drive by. What's my picture doing up there? But then the
Mhm.
next, I mean, progressively, I think she put like I don't know how many chats. I don't stalk Clyde Diva. So I mean, I guess there were two, three, four. I don't know how many chats, but I know that they started to get a little bit more serious. Okay.
See?
And it was like no, I'm not playing. I'm really saying like, why is my picture up there? So yeah, I believe that there's a picture of like her lying down with her foot up, and then a picture like in a little collaboration or whatnot.
Mm.
And this most definitely is not blowing the whistle at all whatsoever. This is just reporting on what I saw. What I saw. Now we all know that Shakim puts, "What's up, Yvonne?
Hey,
Really
Yvonne.
enjoy Girl Talk." Oh, that's cool. No, you didn't see Girl Talk. You saw
That
midweek
was the
check in,
midweek
Yvonne.
check-in. Yeah.
Girl
Girl
Talk,
Talk is
girl.
Sunday.
Yep, Girl Talks are on Sunday, Yvonne. Just to make it clear to you. But anyway, so it just got a little bit more serious, a little bit more serious. And once I saw her put in there, "This is your last warning, Shakim, to take my picture down," I was like, okay, all right. Like she's got her finger on the trigger to send that damn flag. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, so we all know that ZX doesn't miss anything. I don't know if he's ready for like the black sector / beef sector takeover or whatever y'all are dreaming up in your heads. It's not really going to happen.
Right.
But yeah, he broke it down to a level where he knows Clyde. He knows, he's known Clyde for however long when they came from the Nature Boy sector or whatever.
Mhm.
He was like, oh yeah, she most definitely flagged Shakim. Things are in the works. Once she digs her teeth into something, she gives warnings, and once those warnings are not ignored, then she goes full force. So he definitely like confirmed the flag. I don't know, I don't
Yeah.
think ZX kind of goes south when he's supposed to be going north, and vice versa. But on this one, I think that he knows Clyde well enough where she actually did put that in. So we'll
Mhm.
see if that changes anything. I'm not quite sure. Sorry about that. When y'all hear me, I drink like a 12 pack of water a day. But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. So that what up? Hey, what up, Vic? How you doing? Girl, Vic's in this bitch.
Hey,
I
Vic.
looked up at your Girl Talk, almost called Vic a girl. I was like, girl.
Ooh, he ain't mean
Whatever it
that,
was,
though, Vic.
look at Yvonne, whatever it was, I liked it, but I
Oh,
understand.
thank
Look,
you. Thank you
yeah.
so much, Yvonne.
And I heard that she's gonna be doing like, I don't know what she's gonna call it, the Gong Show, the X Out, or
Yeah,
something or
we're
whatever.
working some stuff. We're working it out, like to
Yep.
incorporate a little game or something. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah. Melanie Monaco used to do the pineapple challenge where she would have a woman up there, the guys would come up there, they would get as much time as they wanted until the contestant said pineapple, and then they would drop their ass. I told
Right.
RY to make it more dramatic and be like, "Nyeh." You know what I'm saying? Like right in the dude's face and then drop his ass. Um, oh, Vic, I did see you over there today. That shit was funny. Like Vic was
Hey, Burn
DJ
Dog.
again, you know what I'm saying? Vic was DJing again and shit. So he was getting his shit off, but he was like, ZX, let's do it. They're hating on us and shit like that. So shout out to the black sector. I see
Shout
y'all
out.
coming out. Yeah, I see y'all coming out the woodworks. Black sector is welcome because y'all are good trolls. I will definitely give y'all I wouldn't put you in a tie with Mo3 sector, but y'all are right there, neck and neck. But
Yeah.
anyway, oh, I thought
What
I'm
happened?
tripping. I thought Barn
What
Dog
happened?
said Yvonne, shut up.
Oh my God.
Barn Dog
Hold
said,
on.
what up? I was like,
Oh
oh
God.
no. I was like,
Ooh,
this is gonna be a mess.
you had me looking at my phone so quick, I almost dropped it.
Yeah, I looked down. I was like, "Oh my God, Bar Dog and Yvonne! I'm gonna have to. The show's over, everybody. Bar Dog and Yvonne are arguing. Yeah, we got to figure
Oh,
this out." But anyway, yeah, I believe we'll see where that goes. Like we all the flagging and striking and stuff like that. Never breaking news, really, but like the dynamic is the part that's a little bit more news to me. Because when did she happen to mention this backstage thing? Because basically she mentioned that Shakim was backstage. Now we're trying to break this down with y'all, the chat.
right.
Okay,
So she
because
was live, and I poked my head in over there to see what was going on, and I came in right at the spot where um she said, "Oh, and Shakim, I see you backstage." Then she said, when we're live, I see you backstage with your chest and your stomach all greased up, and you backstage doing dances." So that makes me wonder, does he do that at your link when you're live with your co-host? Because if it's when your co-host is live, how would Clyde know that he's back there? Unless one, he's telling her, or two, he screen recorded and sending it to her for her to know. But that's just
yeah,
very, very interesting. Like he's clicked the link to be seen by him
yeah,
dancing. That's interesting to me.
well, the only way, I mean, as you said, the only ways that could happen is
Mhm.
remember when he was backstage, he clicked Lemon's link. I have no idea. Like they wanted him to talk to somebody, and he was
Right.
backstage, but then he dropped. Right?
Yes.
Hey, I don't know what that was going on. None of my business on that. But like when Clyde said backstage doing dances, she goes, "I don't give a damn if you got a six pack,"
Hmm.
shit
Yep.
like that. Yeah,
That was
and
very
she said
interesting.
with that cowboy hat on and shit. I was like, Clyde, damn. So like literally the only way, and like I want to put a bug in the chat's ear because
Hmm.
I definitely want y'all to that's something funny because the dynamic can either be when you're a content creator, you're the only one that can see backstage. So
Right.
it either had to be Lemon telling Clyde that, Lemon recording the backstage with his other device. Or I want to know maybe he did it at Clyde Diva's. I have no idea because
No
you know
idea.
because a crazy troll move basically since he's been messing with Clyde with the foot up and a couple pictures like that. A good troll move to get her over there to listen to him drag her would to be backstage. And then her
Yeah,
be like, let me go see his at. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a good troll move to get her over there to let her get dragged. so
that's
so
a
that
very
turned
good point.
into flagging. So it's just
Hmm.
very interesting because everybody always has like the the accusation, the assumption that Lemon and Shakim are working together. So if he was backstage doing that is weird, but it is what it is. Like I'm not here to I'm not here to break down who could be backstage in somebody's shit.
Right.
What up, OG Beauty? How you doing?
What
I
up?
appreciate the support. Thank you, OG Beauty, for putting that in there all the time. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're very valuable. Just like
Absolutely.
all the other mods, I got the best mods in the game. You
Hands
cannot
down.
not yeah, you cannot refute that at all whatsoever. So yeah, so that's a very interesting situation because basically I don't know if they go together. Me knowing Shakim, I think that they go together hand in hand. But
Yeah.
if he's behind Lemons doing that, that's really interesting because if Lemon leaves him back there, then obviously he wants him to be around. Now, if he was at Clyde's, I knew Clyde wouldn't let him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Absolutely
surprised.
not.
Yeah, I'm surprised Clyde, Clyde's known for, kicking your ass out of there. So for him to be up there long enough to do his dance or whatever, very, very interesting. So, we'll figure that out. And let me look at Shakim's page right now and
Okay.
see. No, I just want to see like if Clyde pushed the matched the gas on those pictures.
That's a good
Um
question because I've looked at grown folks community wall, and he posted. He's doing this whole "You Big Dummy" awards thing now, right?
Yes, but like donkey of the day. Shakim does
Yeah.
donkey of the day, and so ZX came up with dummy of the day now.
Yep. And it has Red Fox. And it
What's up,
says,
the
"You
hood
big
table?
dummy." Hey, the hood table. And so this is on the Baba the Silver Fox channel. 3 hours ago, he put up Clyde flags and doesn't allow her videos or pics to be used. But they're gonna learn. So today's Big Dummy Award goes to Mr. Redirect, aka the trash bag bum, aka House in Virginia Shakim.
Mm, okay.
Dang, Jesus Christ.
So
So
yeah, as I said,
matter
yeah,
of fact, she
ZX
did
is
mash the gas on that flag.
no.
You don't think so?
They're there. So I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Like honestly, when it gets into taking channels, copyright striking, community wall, whatever,
Mhm,
I try to stay as far away from that as possible because
mhm,
that's their business. But I just thought that the only reason why I mentioned it all whatsoever is it just kind of matched up with that he's backstage rumor.
mhm.
So I literally, one of the questions I would have is he backstage at Lemons or is he backstage at Clyde's? Because obviously that would put that would spin some little shit in there. You said, see,
Absolutely.
wait, YouTube, let me type hood table. Oh, over here, but it won't let me type it in her chat. She might have taken that. Okay. She might have put it in the restricted words, which I don't know. I'm
That
not
could
quite
be
sure.
that could be
You
what it
said did
is.
Lemon and Clyde make up? Yvonne, it's funny that you asked that. But
Mm.
the next part is about mocking Lemon,
Oh.
Yvonne. So 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 Yvonne, like or the rest of us, whoever watched Clyde pull up last night, I was super. You know what? For you, Yvonne, today you get a special. Okay, I'm going to segue right into that based on your request there. All right, Yvonne. All
I'm
right.
just mad
So
I missed the crash out this morning that I heard Lady Nika talking about.
what crash out?
Apparently, like I said, I stuck my head in over there at pizzas a few moments ago. Well, right before this live started, and it was Ghetto, Lady Nika, and pizza, right? So Lady Nika was talking about how, she rolled over early this morning and saw that Clyde Diva had her light on. So she clicked in there, and Clyde Diva was over there crashing out, snapping. So I said, well, let me go see if it's still up. I think she put it on members only. And so from what I'm gathering, she's crashing out. I want to say it has something to do with Candy Cartel doing an
Mm-hmm.
interview with him over there in Sacramento. And so I don't know. It's on members only. So, and I'm not about to buy a membership for that for no 11-minute video. Absolutely not.
Mm, mm. Damn. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so it's the interview thing. Okay, that's kind of crazy. And I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have bothered. I don't think it would have bothered her at all if the optics. Like even in the chat here, they're saying, did they make up? Yvonne was asking. So,
Hmm.
um, I was kind of in a daze when she did pull up. Would you say Yvonne Clyde came over and made up with him last night, but she's dragging him and Candy today? Right, OG Beauty.
OG
Um,
Beauty. Because what I heard over there at class, I don't
oh,
know if y'all called it. But she was sitting there on the bed, looking pretty as ever. And she was talking about her ex co host over there. And she bent her wrist and said, little limb limb with a limp wrist, and then proceeded to say, how you
chastity.
doing? I'm like, what in the world?
What
Yvonne
she
Clark
say?
came
How you
over,
doing?
like Wendy Williams, with her wristband when she was talking about her ex co host. I said, oh, no, this is interesting.
Oh yeah,
Very
and
interesting.
yeah, the hood table. I've like she did a full impression. Like she was trying to do
Yes.
like the wobbly hips and all that. Like she bent her wrist down and like started sashaying and doing like wobbly hips and shit like that. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I was like, wow.
Crazy.
So me, I kind of I also attributed that to Candy Cartel wanting to interview him because
Hmm.
I was pretty sure that she was very, very sure that she was like, I'm never going over there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like the other day, didn't she say I'm never going over there? Like no harm, no foul. It's just, there's too much going on. Like,
Way too
mm,
much.
mm.
What's your question, JB?
Who's got a question, JB?
Uh huh.
But wasn't she acting like she was adversely with him the other day? Maybe,
Mm.
maybe at that point it's the females that look stupid.
Oh, I see it right
Right,
here.
right. The hood table saw it too. Yes. Oh my God.
Mm, mm, mm.
That sounds back and forth. Her and him friendly, then they disconnected, then back friendly. Damn it, Clyde Levin got a wicked weird relationship. What's up, Daquan? How you doing? Yeah. I mean, I didn't see so much. Listen. They have rocket speed. Like if it is a
Yeah.
play or it's something along those lines, it's like she was over there chilling, having a good time, whatever the case may
Mm-hmm.
be. Went to hers, did a live, and said, "I ain't never going back there. I wish him the best." She didn't drag him or do anything like that. She was like, "I
Right.
wish him the best." I'm looking at my computer, working on some other stuff. I look up and she's there. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But then obviously, I think you got to see exactly how she felt because today, like, I've never seen so many impressions. I never see so many, like, not reads, but kind of like
Mm-hmm.
imitations. It was like, whoa.
Right. And my thing is this too, and I may be overthinking. However, how quickly things turned around, to me, it comes off as if she still would have been over there had this black sector stuff not came up, and now all of these black sector OGs is popping back up now. Had this never happened, I feel like she would have still been over there playing a role. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
now that they're coming back around and there is this stigma over him, she's trying to find a way to quickly disassociate herself. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Yeah, and I think also something along the lines of him accepting wrenches and all kinds of other stuff.
That
There's
that too, but I think honestly, had it just been the rent, that would have been it. I think she would have been okay with that. But when it got into the they're still talking behind the scenes to each other, I
yes,
think
that's
that's where the separation started. But
yep.
then the band-aid was completely ripped off with this whole interview with Candy Cartel.
Oof. I think Katie Cartel. Oh man,
Candy
that's
Cartel is
kind
the
of
one that pushed that door in. And she was just like,
that's
no, I'm
that
good.
that's kind of a power move right there. OG
But
Beauty said, "I'm not.
now,
I'm
but
not."
that makes me wonder, why is it such a big deal for Candy Cartel to interview him? Is it that you may be a little afraid that she's going to ask him something about Clyde Diva, or she's going to say something disparaging about Clyde Diva to him? I don't know. Like it could go 50 million ways from Sunday. I don't know.
Oh
I don't know.
yeah, and my thing is, I never judge people's behind the scenes. Maybe they had a business arrangement, maybe they had a
Hmm.
friendship, maybe they had a something. In my opinion, it just seems like they both feel crossed by one another. But
I don't know. I don't know because the way I'm hearing that he's handling it or taking it, people are, it seems as if it's nothing to him. And it could be because, he kind of already expected it, or he already knew that this was going to happen, and it is what it is, because think about all the female co-hosts he has already dealt with, and they all turn out to be
right. I don't, I have no idea. Like whatever the dynamic is, I didn't think that she'd be dragging them. I didn't think
Mhm.
she'd be
Hey
dragging them
Stormy.
the day after she went there. OG Beauty
Speaking
said,
on Lemon's
I'm
interview,
not
look at
surprised
Jess's wall.
she called what?
A comment in the chat that says, speaking of Lemon's interview, look at VS's wall.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I will. I'm not surprised she called him out on it before, which is why I've been wondering why she's been over there flirting, talking about hooking up. That's
Jesus.
very interesting. I don't think Lemon will ever be able to talk to Clyde like he did just crazy. No. Yeah, no. Oh, no.
Not at
Uh
all.
I think if you call Clyde 1B or 1H or whatever,
That's it.
you're gonna get cussed out. You know what I'm saying? So she still would have been acting as if she was actually attracted to him too. I think so. I I think so. I thought I saw that as play-ish. You know what I'm saying? But because my thing is when people pop out of nowhere, like for example, Clyde, I don't think Clyde's
Hmm.
been at Lemons ever. Literally ever.
Yeah.
And then Candy Cartel, I haven't seen her ever, you know, like out and about in the streets. Well, I have back in the day, but not lately.
Right.
And for her to jump on it, I will check that wall right now that you mentioned. Would you say
Hmm.
speaking of interview? Let's see here. All right,
She looks like she
who's
put up a poll.
okay? Oh, she put up a poll. All right, let's
Hmm.
see here. She put up a poll. I'm going to tell y'all what it is right now. This is VS's poll. It is will our beef sector lemon, aka Jordan Dash, do an interview with Black Sector during this trying time? Yes or
Hey,
no?
Molly.
Oh God, 93% says yes with 72 votes. Let me say it again. Will our beef sector lemon, aka Jordan Dash, do an interview with Black Sector during this trying time? Oof.
I'm gonna have to say yeah.
Oh yeah. I said yes.
Hmm.
I literally just voted. I said yes.
And I feel
Now
like
that
he'll do it if for no other reason, just because he can say I did it and who gonna do what about it. That's what I think.
Yeah, JB. Yeah, that's what I was like. Wow, all of a sudden he's fruity. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like when I saw her like mimicking him or mocking him or doing whatever the case may be, I was surprised. I'm like, okay, I thought y'all were gonna meet up for a date. Typically, as far as I know, women don't typically meet up for dates with men that they feel go the other direction, but
Here's my thing. I knew
took her
that
a
whole
day.
meetup for a date, that whole meetup for a date thing, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. See, because when it first came out, I saw somewhere that Clyde Diva was just like, "Oh, he can't even dress, so we ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna have to teach him how to dress."
Oh God. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Dang."
Now, OG Beauty, I don't know if your answer because I'm slow on the comments, you know that. But I'm gonna go with I agree. It's almost seems territorial. She enjoys access to him on her own terms.
Mhm.
Absolutely, with Clyde, but what position do you think since Stormy, thank you very much for telling me to look at VS's wall. What do you think the situation with VS is he trying or she trying to put Lemon in? Because that's a huge decision right there because it's almost like
Mm,
she's saying, are you going to go do the interview because you're the one that's supposed to have the clout? Are you going to let someone quote unquote clout chase off of you? And she's probably saying, you know, if you're going to claim big beef sector, just kind of knowing VS, I'm guessing.
yeah.
I'm totally guessing
Mhm.
you all. But if you say big beef sector, the king of the beef sector and stuff like
Right.
that, are you going to entertain the Black sector when there's this quote unquote war? So
Great
I think it
question.
goes deeper. It goes deeper into just asking whether he's going to do the interview or not.
But if I can kind of piggyback off of OG Beauty's comment, I have to agree with this. It almost seems territorial. She enjoys access to him, but on her own terms. And OG Beauty, I have to agree with that because if memory serves me right, just earlier this week, didn't she say something about, yeah, you come back like a little puppy dog?
Yes, she did say that.
Exactly.
She did throw that out there. Oh, I really
Hmm.
like how he came over here by a puppy dog. Look what Barn
Exactly.
Dog said. Clyde said today she was trying to link with Lemon to Scissor and see who see was better. Oh God, what up, Molly? How you doing? Jesus, Barn Dog. Wow. No, I thought so, but they were running with it. So if they like it, I love it.
Oh,
Hey, if they like it, I love it. That's rough. Yeah,
Clyde
Stormy.
Diva.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Stormy. Good vote, Stormy. You know what I'm saying? I definitely voted yes. He will do the interview. I don't say it out loud.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't read that sentence. Molly's trying to save me. Molly's trying to save me
Jeez.
from reading the scissor.
Yo, that is wild to say.
Molly's
Golly.
trying to save me from getting clipped.
Okay. I'm surprised Yvonne ain't dropped down to say, now, Envy, don't say that.
Yeah, don't say scissoring, Envy. Yeah.
Oh,
So
jeez.
that'll be a very interesting situation to watch. I wish Clyde would have held on to it a little bit longer because that kind of exposes her her intention. I wish she would have
Mm-hmm.
rolled it out a little bit longer because, Clyde said, I'm going to be over here doing my thing. I don't necessarily need, anybody to come over here. I do my thing. I pop my shit and I get gone. So, that'll be a very interesting situation. But I'm gonna write that down with that interview with Candy Car. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, do you
I'm
think that
interested
that's a
in that.
power? You think that's a power move on Candy Cartel's point? Like,
Absolutely. To prove
basically,
a
you
point.
do
To prove a point.
to prove.
Absolutely.
What point do you think? Oh God, look at Yvonne.
Let me see. Oh Lord. Again. Not the scissors. Oh my God.
I'm the
I
92nd vote. Yep. I was like the
see.
90th. Yep. Let's see. Barn Dog, I caught some of her live. I heard her say he has to be more than a big D and numbers to keep her. She wants some money too. Jesus.
Mm-mm.
Oh, oof.
Listen, a
So
closed mouth
basically
don't get fed.
Jesus. So she's going that direction. Okay.
I mean, but honestly, but for real, if a man automatically leads with money, then if you're leading with money, then you can't be bad when folks is after you for your money.
That's true.
Period.
That's true. That's true. But we'll see how that goes. I think at
Yep.
this point, he doesn't want to have anybody else on the list to be able to say that they got something out of
Exactly.
him. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And
Like,
honestly, I think he need God, and this may sound so mean, but I'm gonna say it anyway. At this point, he just needs to close the purse and just like stop.
yeah. Well, I get it. People call him the ATM. I'm like, well, hey, I'm not
Hmm.
gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge who gives their money to who or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
But her asking for money, God damn.
Hmm.
But how much you expect to get off of a 48,000? Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the not much. $48,000 salary. Damn. I don't know.
Right.
I'd be in a box with a nice car.
Okay. That
or
part.
or the other way around. Yep, I agree. So basically, yeah,
Speaking of
the whole
car, I hate to change the subject right quick, but this just made me think about this. Speaking of car, did anybody else hear Pill say yesterday? Did anybody else hear Pill say that he will call the tow truck people on Shakim and have them tow his house away?
oh wow.
When I tell you, I was floored when I heard that. I'm sorry. Back on topic. That shit just
Yvonne,
triggered me.
Yvonne, yeah, that yes, that is the case. That is the
What
case.
Yvonne say? They said
Candy
that Candy Lady
Ghetto.
was ghetto. Oh, now Yvonne, I'm so glad you said that. See, because when Candy Cartel came back around the first night, baby, Ghetto was on that link, and Ghetto's voice got to shaking like his knees was knocking each other out, and he was just like, "Oh, oh, 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 you was my girl." And Candy Cartel said, "Oh, well, if I give you my Zelle, then we go together, and if I
Oh,
give you something out, we practically married." And so she was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you this cash app. Don't you worry about it." He was just like, "I bet."
oh
I
God.
get a
Let me
what?
dro- let me drop my cash app backstage. What the hell? Goddamn
Thank
ghetto.
you, Goofy. I knew I was not the only one that heard that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Big Diva. He said that he's got oh my
He
god.
said
Like,
he will call the tow company and have Shakim's house towed away. I said,
that
who
is
says dumb stuff like that?
pills. Oh my god.
I mean, that thing
Okay,
was
okay,
out of
pills.
here.
It's funny, but pills be laid back and chill, then all of a sudden he'll turn up and say something
Yes,
crazy. I heard it RY before Duke Farrell P bobbed him.
yes. I
Right.
said, yo, he's nuts.
Miss Senator's like, oh,
Yo,
OG
Pills was
Beauty,
out
let's
of
go.
line yesterday. Shout
Nacho
out
is
to
house
Pills
away.
though. Yes, because
There's
when
a
he said, I
strategic
had to
chess.
stop and look at my like, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not.
Yeah. Yep. There's a strategic chess game unfolding among the ladies and their egos, and Lemon is in the middle. But to be quite frank, he's really not that important.
Mm,
You know what the crazy thing is about that, Stormy? Okay, so the chess game, can you imagine the wrenches over at VS is being ZX, Audio, Ken, and Lemon? They all
mm,
got like, let's see, like ZX has a problem with, let's see, all three of them, I think. Audio has a problem with Kid, all three of the others.
mm-hmm.
I think each one has a problem with the other three, except for Ken and Lemon kind of, pull off whatever acquaintanceship that they have on a daily basis. But other than that, I think like each contact or each wrench holder over there has a problem with the other three. So that's going to be very, very interesting because it's going to
Very.
be like, okay, what should you do with a wrench? Be it every live, not go live over the person, not talk about each other, get along. Because I did see that VS asked if Smooth Carter can fix the issue with Lemon. I did see that. So VS is kind of in that, I guess people get along type situation right now, which I guess that could be the wrenches. There's a lot going on.
I'm
That
gonna
story mentioned
say
chess.
I don't think that'll work as far as VS trying to get Smooth Carter to fix things between them two. And here's why. Smooth Carter put on that community wall once before that Lemon apologized to her. Then still had people coming up on the panel disrespecting her. So what does Smooth Carter do? Go right back to flagging.
Yeah. Well,
So there would literally be no point in trying to fix things between them two. It's not gonna work. Because the moment Smooth Carter feels disrespected, the whole sector gonna hear you've been hit by a smooth criminal, and she gonna post the generic email that everybody
no,
gets.
I do know that Smooth Carter does do a lot of research. Smooth Carter
A
definitely
lot.
lets you know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, Smooth Carter will tell you, here's what you did wrong. Here's what I can do. I did it. Done. Check that off the list. So I don't know where that's going to go. It should be interesting. Knowing Lemon, he's probably going to be like, well, you know what, fuck it. But
Hmm.
it is what it is. Lemon is beef sector purist at the end of the day. He lets Black Sector on his panel because they're space fillers. He thinks they're all corny and have no numbers and are old. He said that many a times, like Black Sector is dead and Black Sector ain't doing his shit or whatever. But at the same time, yes, I I can sort of kind of appreciate everybody being left up or clicking the link or whatever, because I want to see how that does unfold. Because me, I Black Sector, don't come after me and swing on me or anything, but I know Black Sector as being more of trolls, not on the content creator side. Now, back in the day, I get it with Tony Sotomayor and then kind of like Nature Boy being adjacent and all that other stuff. I get it, Vic and all those other people. But as of right now, you have to be worried about Black Sector trolls being in your chat.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Black Sector trolls are good at what they do. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Lemon has said like the sector's dead, whatever. And we all say stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I say my nomad sector is dead because I don't know where I where I reside. So is it just interesting that his platform has become the center of the tug of war? It shows how wide open it is, right, Molly? The reason why it's the center of tug of war is because anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Like when there's no rules to break, then you can do whatever you want to do. So I really think that as long as we're talking about it, which we're sitting here talking about it, it's going to continue because I don't know. I mean, if I was in Lemon's shoes, to be honest with you, and people keep talking about me and Clyde and Black Sector and all this other stuff, I'd probably let them up on the link more. To be honest, I'm just being fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you want to come and make my show? Come and make my show. Cool. And then when I'm done with Black Sector, I'll holler at you. You know how ROI and I do content. Like we'll do it for a day, and then if it gets important enough for 2 days, and then we gotta go.
Yep. After a while, it's like, all right, next topic. I'm sick of this.
Next. All right, let's see here. The whole point of putting Lemon in the middle is to make him like he matters. Stormy mentioned it a few times that he doesn't matter. I got you. Everybody has their opinion. Not being disrespectful, but Ghetto is getting embarrassed at this very moment. I won't say where. This is funny. Thank God for multiple devices.
Oh, I know exactly where it's at.
Put it in the back chat. I'm curious. Because I want to say something about it because there's little Mama Obama. What it do,
Hey,
little mama? Little Mama Obama. Could you put it back there, please? Yep. I'm curious. What's up? What's up, Rico? Pills calling a tow truck, but they gonna need a tow truck to scoop him up when I'm done. Rico's got some shit going on with Pills.
Okay,
no, crazy. That boy over there need to shut up. Ghetto, just shut up. Hey, what's up, Tracy? Tracy is naked because she just won $599. Hey, shout out to Bingo. You know those old ladies wanted to jump her on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell is she gonna come in here and take our money? Yeah. Ghetto just put the blame on Clyde. What the hell?
That's exactly where it went down.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh my God. So talk about it. Since you know more, go ahead.
I don't know. I just saw the little thumbnail and I said, oh, that's where I guess that's where they're saying it went down at. I didn't even listen to it. But according to Austin, he said Ghetto just put the blame on Clyde. What is the blame though? That's what I want to know. Austin, can you tell us what the blame is? It was middle-aged people. Even the middle-aged people want to win too. Poor Ghetto was begging her to stop cooking him. Oh. Okay. Let's see. I don't know, Envy. Maybe that's why he keeps losing his channels, letting everybody on. Good possibility. Good possibility. Dang. You on mute.
And Yvonne, I've noticed. Yvonne, I will say this though. Like whether it be the content creator's fault or not, a lot of times it's not the content creator's fault that they lose channels, they get struck, they get flagged, whatever the case may be. It's more like a game of who am I going to drop? Who am I going to mute? Whose mic am I going to turn up? Whose mic am I going to turn down? This person offended that person over here. Man, you get struck by people that aren't even there. Oh, I heard my name brought up over there. They said this, and that. And it's like, oh my God, like for real. Like I'm just trying to live over here. Let people up, get their shit off. You know what I mean? And if you want Lemon's channel to be a get your shit off channel, don't strike it. You know what I'm like? That's the purpose. That's the purpose. That's like that's like looking at your dad back in the days, dirty magazine, running up on a Playboy, and you go straight to the middle as a kid to see something, like what you're getting yourself into is basically what I'm saying.
Right. Now Austin said Ghetto told her Clyde defending VS. She said she didn't want that on her platform. Austin, what do you mean? Ghetto told her that Clyde was defending VS. Huh?
Wait, Clyde was defending VS.
She said she didn't want that on her platform. Who didn't want that on their platform?
Who? Ghetto. Okay, Ghetto told her Clyde defending VS. Okay, hold on. Ghetto told her Clyde defending VS. She says she didn't want that on her platform.
What
Clyde
did she
defending
want on her platform? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
why right? Why wouldn't like okay, so Ghetto told Clyde defending VS. Okay. Oh, maybe she didn't want him to bring up VS on her panel. I don't know. Austin, you gotta help me out with that one. Classic Lights, what it do?
Hey, Classic
Classic
Light.
Lights. Classic Lights always has like the cool vibe. Hey
Hey.
y'all, I'm just Classic Lights, you know. I'm just up here chilling, kicking it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Classic
I
Lights
love it.
doesn't cause no problems. Every once in a while, he's like, "Well, you know what I gotta say," and then he goes back to the, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying."
Oh Lord. Okay,
Yeah,
so
shout out to
Austin said
Classic Lights.
something.
Bipolar people are allowed here.
Something he was saying, and she said, "I don't want it on my platform." And he said, "Are you defending VS?" And the argument kept on when I left. Okay, okay. And then
Got it.
Yvonne said, Clyde was cooking Ghetto a couple of months ago. I started feeling bad for him because what she was saying was yikes.
What's up, honey love? How you
Hey,
doing?
honey love.
Let's see here. So, okay, Clyde was
Thank
cooking
you for
Ghetto a couple
clarifying that.
months ago. Yeah, I started feeling bad for him because what she was saying was yikes. Oof. I could
Okay.
only imagine what she would say about Ghetto. They got a history. I mean,
They
they've
do.
known each other, what, 7 years or something like that.
Mhm.
So I can only imagine. Maybe I see you're using multiple. Goofy, I am. As soon as y'all say that, because I like to keep up with the content, not steer anybody wrong or whatever. Absolutely.
Tracy, I
Yeah,
know you lying.
yeah, I appreciate that one of your devices is tuned into Manco Television. I do appreciate that, Goofy. Thank you so much. What Tracy say?
Ghetto
Everything I
even
do, I
cash at
spend.
her during his drag.
Jack Top Pot was 1800. Lord,
What, Tracy?
what's up, Nurse Shay? How you doing? Ghetto
That
even
it.
cash apped her during his drag.
That
What the
what?
hell?
Huh?
Ghetto get like you need like Ghetto and Lemon next door to each other. Like, when one ATM runs out, you got to fill it up, and the other, then you go back and forth. But Ghetto, it's tax season, man. Like, go get busy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. We're humble over here, little Mama Obama. Sometimes we got 9,000 in the chat, sometimes we got 100. Shout out to both numbers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
honey love.
Binary? Binary. Oh, yeah. Binary did make the title. Okay, cool. Glad you're
Mhm.
here. Let's see here. What do we got? We got Jasmine. I see Jasmine in the
Hey,
building. I
Jasmine.
thought I wouldn't drag your cash at me. I thought I win drag you cash at me. Okay. I want to invest in Tracy. I want to give her like, a few dollars or whatever. And if she wins bingo, I get like a percentage. Like, is that fair?
Go for it. Yep, that's
You know what
fair.
I'm saying? Hey, we'll start all small, Tracy. Like, $20. All right, I'll give you $20. If you win, I just want 21 back. Okay, so I can call it a
21.
profit. All right. So now
Hey,
when
Uncle
I
Infinite.
saw in the last thing I'll say about Clyde and the lemon situation is I was really, really surprised. Like, how you figure out what people felt about you when they're mad or if they're drunk.
Mhm.
And when she was irritated, I mean, the way that she was like mocking him, I was like,
Listen, yeah.
oh man,
The
I'd be
the limp
pissed.
wrist, and she just let him hang, and then said, "How
Yeah.
you doing?" I said, "Ooh, yikes!"
No, you got to
That
do the right. You got to do the right voice. That was how you doing. That's how I would say it.
oof, like, and then she said, "Lamb, lamb."
Lamb, lamb. Jesus. What's up? What's up,
Woo!
unfiltered Buffy? Hey, we're just reporting the news. Everybody, don't start crying. I promise.
I
We're
was
just
not
reporting the
expecting her
news.
to do that. I
They
swear
do
I was
that,
not
but
expecting her to do that.
they do that, but they be reporting people and getting people Cash App and Zelle and Venmo shut down, and the bingo sector got drama too.
I can believe it. If the
The
church
bingo
sector got
sector be
drama, I would imagine the bingo sector got drama.
the bingo sector be shutting down Zelle.
Okay.
Could you imagine the alert from your bank? Excuse me, sir. You have been shut down from playing bingo at your local church. Like, what the
That
fuck? Got
crazy.
a RICO charge over playing bingo. You know, federal pen, ADX. You know what I'm saying? What you in here for?
No,
You
oh
know,
hell,
play.
I just went and seen the title. Exactly binary.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you're in there. You know what I'm saying? You've had a rough couple of days. She can drag. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I'm not a
See, one
part of
thing I love
anybody's
about
drag.
Clyde Diva's drag is her voice does not go above a certain decibel. Her tone doesn't change. The speed of
Please
her
hit.
speech doesn't change. She just sits there and she'll cut that
Hey,
camera on and off.
hey, everybody coming in. Please hit the like. Thank you.
Listen, Jasmine, they are
Lynn
the
was in her
message.
chat when she was cooking, saying, "Say less." Uh-oh.
Oh, oh,
Boom. Here. Okay, so
that comment just caught me in my
let me
track.
write that down, y'all. Okay. Lemon is about to allegedly because
Jeez Louise.
drag Clyde Diva. You know how we like to do a little prediction over here, so we'll see what that happens there. Ghetto can be saved. He know how to spin move his way out of stuff. True. I think Ghetto gets to a point where he's like, you know what? Even though I'm not going to be able to get out of this, I'll just Ghetto kind of ignores it. Tries to make a joke
Yeah.
to make people laugh to deflect. Ghetto's deflections are corny jokes. The church sector and gaming sector are the messiest.
The messiest. Okay.
Now I know the gamers go dumbo on Twitch because I
Oh
play
Lord.
Rocket League. Hell, imagine if it's Naked Bingo.
Austin, please don't give Tracy no ideas.
I don't
Okay.
think naked. I wouldn't want to go to Naked Bingo. I think I think a little extra needs. Let me stop. I was about to talk about gym memberships and shit.
Uh-huh.
Molly, they be getting money and sharing profits, and people don't like it. Oh yeah, they do. They do. The old ladies, they get together. Don't they have like 3 bingo cards a piece?
Absolutely. And they be
Like
working
10 of
all
them.
three of them at one time. I'd be like, how y'all
Right.
do that?
Right. Yeah, they got like, okay, so Clyde Diva has the dry humor that cracks me up.
I love her dry humor. It's funny.
Yeah, let's see. Victimone knows this is the smoke. Hey,
Mm-mm-mm.
you know how it is, Vic. We'll see what's not said tonight. You know what I mean? Leave my gamer sector alone. Hey, we got you. Binary. I know you know how to
Conjugate.
conjugate verbs, saw and not seen. No, he doesn't, because binary always puts like 1 O in 2, like 2 TOO,
Mm.
and then binary gets like some hate mail, below the thing, like binary, better, you're a doctor, it's 2 TOO, not TO. Man, in like 30 seconds flat, binary jumps out of bed and changes his title. Boom. I'm like, damn, binary, come on, man. You didn't even give me a chance to screenshot that shit. I'm like, damn.
Mhm.
Let's see here. That would be fun. Oh, Naked Bingo,
See, I told you.
probably. What? Unfiltered Buffy. Free Vic. Free Vic. Oh my God. Tracy is going down tonight. Oh shit.
Mm.
Vic, type, sir. What's going
What's
down
going
tonight?
down?
Yes. You talk about like is Lemon like supposed to drag Clyde, or is Candy Cartel supposed to push the interview forward? What is it, Vic? Just curious. And everybody, we will most definitely drop the link in a little bit here, because we want to hear from everybody, because when it comes down to black sector and all that other stuff, I don't quite know exactly. I'm not going to speak about something I don't know. I be slick stirring the pot in the bingo sector too. Oh, Jesus Christ. Them ladies be mad as hell. Still stamping like 5 cards. Right. Do they have like the little, not the bingo cards that used to be at the festival? You just do the little thing, the little where
Dry
it
erase
covers up the
marker?
number. No, not the dry erase marker, but the little red thing that you push that goes over the number. But
Oh,
now
that's
I
a good
think they do it
question.
with a dot. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
I haven't
You
played
know what I
bingo since I
mean?
was in school.
They're running a racket, goddamn. Hold my blade, Resto. What up, Rico? Of course, he has to drag Clyde. He can't take out his anger on the person he really is annoyed at.
Who
He
would that be,
needs,
Molly?
yeah, who's he annoyed at? Molly. I almost called Molly, right? What the hell? I keep thinking envy is black sector. I know you always say that, Tracy. How in the hell can you think Tracy, how in the hell can you think I'm black sector if you saw me arguing for years and years from the Mo 3 sector? I'm Mo 3, I'm more Mo 3 original than most people you know. I was talking about Mo 3 back when SCO just broke from Ratchet. So never been anywhere else. I did see Tracy type that a few places. I just thought that she was drinking or something. I'm like,
Oh,
Tracy
that
knows
was
I'm
the
Mo
day,
3.
Tracy. That was the day I dropped down. They was talking about something, and I dropped down. Tracy said, yeah, Iron Wife's taking up for her man sector. Envy is not from the black sector.
No, no, I'm not.
That tickled me.
No, when we have our Mo 3 panels and we sit up here and we chop it up about memories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got custom stamps, bruh. Let's go. All right. So, oh Jesus Christ. No, I Tracy knows better. Jesus Christ, she knows damn well when she came over there when Cam was her best friend and shit like that. But Cam and I beefed for like 5.5 years, and now we're good. So Tracy knows where I'm from. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
So
speaking of
anyway,
Mo3, hold on. Side note, speaking of Mo3, uh,
oof,
did you get a chance to look at that body cam footage?
yeah, I looked at the body cam footage.
Baby, that thing got good. It was one thing that cop said. The cop said, "Where her mama stay at?" I said,
Did
"Hold
you
on."
did you see Big Baby in the back of the car? Big Baby was like,
Yes,
remember, Big Baby told him to turn up the heat. He told
yes.
Big Baby was arrested, hands behind her back, and she said,
Woo!
Can you go ahead and turn up the heat? And then she's like, I
Oh,
appreciate it. She goes, I appreciate it. She looked like
no,
she had been
no, but then the cop said, I guess she gave the cop her mama's name. The cop, I guess, went and ran the information. The cop said,
yes,
"This is not
Austin.
her. This isn't her because she's balding." Yeah, whoa, what is
Yes,
happening?
Austin. The Mo 3 sector started when Mo 3 was alive. We call them
Yes,
the Mo 3 bloggers. And then
yep.
we're second generation, then there's third generation. I'm not quite sure what the, quote unquote new people got going on. I have no
Mm,
idea.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, great live the other day with Mink and Book. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Resto,
Resto.
they had body cam footage. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the body cam footage was crazy because, well,
Yeah.
the thing that made respectfully how you get big belt, you use two sets. But anyway, I thought, man, when you know what the interesting thing is about the body cam footage, I was watching Mink play about Big Baby
Mhm.
was the armed and dangerous part. I'm like, what?
That part. They said that real quick, and then they said, "Oh, and she has a knife in the car." I'm
Yes,
like,
like
"Whoa!"
they
And then
said
you heard them
armed and
say they need
dangerous.
somebody need to come get this baby.
Yep.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I think she was about to go fight somebody.
I don't know what she was gonna do. I don't.
I said,
It
"No,
was
that's
it
what
was
they was over
bad.
there saying."
It was bad. It was bad. I'm not going to get into the details
Heck,
because it starts getting into. I'm going to get it. Not going to get in the details because it starts to have to do with kids and all kinds of
yep,
other
that's why
stuff or
I said,
whatever. So I'm gonna scrape. Yes, Tracy. Mink and None of My Watch and Book. They did all the paperwork. They did the body cam footage. They even had footage where she was inside the police car. So
mhm.
go check that. Go check that out over at Mink's.
And I think Tracy is talking about. She said, "Wait, I missed a live with Mink." I think she's talking about your live. Yes, Mink
Oh yeah,
and Book
she
was over
did.
here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tracy, I Mink was on the panel and I actually asked about the laptop and everything else. And
Yeah.
she talked about it. She talked about it. She's still really, really pissed off about it. I was basically saying that Ratchet TV has the backup hard drive, and then I said Not on My Watch did, then I said Book did or whatever. Yeah, we talked about that in extent because I was laughing at her. I said, all them goddamn clothes on the floor and this and that. I said, but they were all folded up up, and they were all folded up and clean. They just didn't make it to the closet. So yeah, Mink and I talked about it a lot. If you want to see that live, I believe it was a couple days ago. You'll see us on the panel. You'll see Jackie on the panel, and you'll see like the Mo3 background. So if you want to see that whole conversation, Tracy, definitely go to my live a couple days ago. This recenter from last time she got arrested. Nope, this is like a couple days ago, a few days ago, right?
I don't know if it was that recent. I think it was from the last time.
The video is on Minx, Tracy. And with the video, they brought out paperwork that followed along with the video. That paperwork was rough.
About that paperwork, because I wasn't looking at my screen, I was just listening, and then I heard them say, "Oh, I hope y'all got y'all screenshots." So I said, "What's happening, honey?" Going through all that paperwork line by line, I said, "Oh no, this is too deep for me."
Yeah, but the thing is they looped China into it. China was looped into the paperwork, so it looks like they're going after the whole crew. So that's very, very interesting.
But I ain't mean to get the topic off track.
Yes. Yep. There you go. Yep. It is Mink. Yes. Mink on Meds is a channel. Yeah. Damn. There's no time for sleep. We miss everything. No, you're good. You're good. It's recorded, Tracy. So you're good to go on that. Anytime. Let's see here. Remember that one time Ratchet Window was getting knocked off by the cops and he was live and ignoring it like he do. Yeah. Resto, that's when he had that firearm that made him fall. Like we made fun of Ratchet for like 2 years because he just had bought a new AR or whatever, and he picked it up and it made him it made him like kind of fall or whatever. We say, hey man, you don't need something that big, bro. Like, hey, you know, maybe go with a 9mm, a pocket rocket or whatever. That shit right there is gonna get you. That shit right there is gonna get you hurt. So yeah, that's funny. Where is Paulette, child? Tracy, yeah, I mean Paulette's around, but we definitely know the whole story. I promise you that. I'm just leaving it alone, parts of it, Tracy, because you have to listen to it yourself. Because Not On My Watch, and what I can tell you is Not On My Watch and Big Baby have a thing going back and forth about their kids. So that's where I stop talking about the story, because as I said, you know, they said Big Baby was armed and dangerous and got arrested, and somebody said that they needed to pick up the infant, the child, the whatever. Not quite sure how they put that, but literally as soon as the kids start, that's the end of my story. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because when I heard come pick up the child, I said, all right, let me go find something else, because I don't do that kid stuff.
Unfortunately, then it went back to Not On My Watch's kid, and
that's why I said I don't do that child stuff. Thank you, Vibrant.
Like, all right. I was like, all right. Tracy probably in the Mo3 second. I usually see her in the chats over there. Yeah. So let's keep on moving.
The conversation. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You know, content ain't content or contenting. So we're just, you know, we're just moving our way. We're just moving our way through here. You know, very strategically, give the people what they need and keep them moving. Let's see here. Yes. Oh wow. Okay. Lurker meet. Oh wow. Meet for the first time. Talk about situation with. Okay. All right. I was just looking at lives real quick. Okay, so the next thing is, I did say Clyde Mock Lemon. So we're going to see what that dynamic brings. Like, is the door going to be wide open? And quite honestly, the way that I would say that if Clyde's able to be up on Lemon's panel again, then it's a play. But then again, like somebody could do just about anything to him, like a ZX or or anybody really, and they could come back. So it's not like I could say, yeah, if she's ever back there, it's a play. So I want to see the dynamic. Thank you very much, Jasmine. I want to see the dynamic, and you know, we'll go from there. I don't know if that's too gossipy or anything, but we'll see what happens there. All right. So Ken and Binary's job paperwork. Okay.
Now this is what I'm interested in hearing about.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I did hear we do hear Ken's list every now and then. Like, hey, I'm, going, usually it's Sunny, and then a random person, and then it's been binary for a while. So
Mm-hmm.
like in the list, I heard Sunny, binary, and binary, I'm gonna, get you, but I didn't know how close he was. So the paperwork that I saw kind of looked like he was a little bit far into it.
Damn.
And I'm really like with him and binary, I'm not quite sure exactly what started it. Did binary like let somebody say something on the panel, or I'm not quite sure what started that.
Me either. That's why I'm like, binary, where are you? You were just in here.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll. This isn't even necessarily for binary. I'll just pin the link
Hmm.
until the end of the show here.
Okay.
Let's see here, just in case somebody wants to come up. Let me see here. Let me stop it. All right, let me pin it so I don't have to worry about that shit. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know where that started at all whatsoever. Do you remember? I don't.
I
They had like
really, I really don't. All I know is Ken has been saying, binary, keep on playing. I'm gonna call your wife. I'm gonna call your job. I'm gonna do this. I don't know how it started. I really don't.
right, right. I don't know how it started, but then also it was kind of crazy timing. I
Hmm.
don't know. It, I'm gonna call it a coincidence at this point, but
Okay.
okay. Ken is not getting along with Sonny. Okay, fine. We know
Right.
they have a toxic relationship now, but Binary and Sonny got into that exchange. That was
Yes.
not a good. That was not a good exchange. It
Not at
was
all.
very. It was very very. It got a little out of control, but. I can't blame binary if somebody talks about my family. I'm probably going to come back with something low. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like I don't blame binary for that, but um I've never heard binary say anything like that. But I
Never.
can't I'm not gonna judge them based on like somebody if my family's attacked, but I don't know, like that situation right there. So okay, so you got Sunny and binary beefing. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. But then you got Ken and Sunny beefing, right?
Right.
But then Ken today comes out with all of binary's work information. Like
See.
we're talking about like the place, the person that oversees the facility,
Dang.
signatures on paperwork and all that, basically to make it official. To basically say that he's not clickbaiting any kind of receipts or anything like that. Those receipts, as far as I've looked at,
Hmm.
it looks a little rough. Now, um, Ken's receipts sometimes are right on point, and other times they're a little bit off. But this one, he didn't cover up anything. He just said, "Here's the
Oh,
receipt."
snap.
Yeah, I was looking at the receipt. I was like, "Damn, there's no squiggly lines to this shit or anything."
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
Ken fed up
"Okay."
if that's the case. Because normally he'll scratch that stuff out, but if he
He,
didn't,
he didn't scratch
yeah.
anything. I was like, "Okay, well,
Oh yeah,
hey,
he fed up.
Yeah, no, he's about to whew. So I don't know exactly where that came from. I don't know how binary feels about that. Now I know binary's gonna have the poker face and be like, you know what? I'm
Oh, of
talking
course.
about what they talking about what they
Right.
talking about. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
know.
saying? He might blow it off a little bit or whatever the case may be, but seems like a very interesting. Thank you very much. Oh, you said please hit the link. Thanks.
Oh my
That's
God.
what's up, Austin. Yeah, so I don't know exactly where that came from. So,
I'm
I wish that
interested to
wasn't
see.
happening. I wish that wasn't
Absolutely.
happening because binary just started a new job.
Oh wow.
So, well, you knew that. Like, remember
No, I
when he
didn't know
was
that. I thought he was still teaching. I know he
Well,
started a new job.
he is, but remember he told us like I'm not gonna tell y'all where or whatever, but I'm definitely going into a new job situation or whatever the case may be. So I know that
Um,
that kind of hit, huh?
90% of what binary says sometimes goes in one ear, not the other.
Oh Jesus
So I'm,
Christ.
So he probably did say I didn't catch it.
Raggedy ass
Raggedy.
video. Let's
Okay.
very raggedy. So I don't know exactly where that comes from. I know that binary is basically going to keep it quiet. But you know what? You talk about everybody else's shit. So we're not going to keep it quiet, sir. We just want to see where that goes. So we will be checking out on Ken to kind of see where that goes, because it's either going to be a nothing burger or it's going to be an irritation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't know exactly what the complaint would be, because I don't know what binary said to Ken or about somebody that Ken deals with. I have no idea. So whatever
Outside
that
of
beef it.
Sunny, I don't know what else Binary could have said or done.
Right. What's up, Shauna? How you doing?
Hey,
I hope
Shauna.
you two are doing well. We're doing all right. Yeah, there we go, Austin. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, obviously that beef came from somewhere. It escalated to that point. Now, I believe Ken said like he's gonna be making phone calls, whatever the case may be. Where'd you go, binary?
Damn.
Binary, binary. I don't need you to click the link, but type that you know this is going on, or like I guess maybe you can't say anything. I have no idea, but I know you probably saw the community wall. Wish to pet on by uh
And oh, now wait a minute. I did hear that.
okay.
Yeah. Oh God, unfortunately, I did hear him say that.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah,
But
but
okay,
what I'm
so
saying
now
is
here's
how
my
did that
thing.
start on binary side though?
But
Like
here's
the
my
word.
thing though. Now I have to question binary. Like if you turned up on Sunny that bad because she was talking about your family, I don't recall binary turning up on Ken that bad when he said that about children. I just think that that's a little weird to me. But I definitely remember that Gemini. Absolutely.
But like, do you think that's like a do you think that's like a circle of issues? Because it's almost like wouldn't that be protecting Sonny a little bit? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, I can see that. Gemini said binary hasn't done anything to him. He just hit binary's panel being cool 2 days ago. Okay.
Hmm.
I like Sunny. I do like Sunny. But I feel like she started with binary. But I don't agree with the things he said. Absolutely. And from what I was told, Molly, the next day after all of that happened, binary was definitely regretful and
Yes.
remorseful. So
Yes, binary was immediately
hmm
remorseful, which that was a I would say that was a notch under his belt with the you know just him being regretful.
yeah.
And knowing binary, see the reason why I don't like the him and Ken situation is binary. It takes him a little bit to understand when he's wrong, but when binary does, when binary knows he's wrong, typically binary is going to respond in a way that kind of smooths things over or whatever the
Right.
case may be. But Ken works fast, so you better get to smoothing.
Very fast. Okay. Very
Yeah, but
fast.
yeah, Ken will
Hey,
have your
not on my
information.
watch.
Not on my watch. What it do? Not on
What's
my
up, boo?
watch. Hey, we're having a slow day today. Not on my watch. We mentioned a couple things. I believe Tracy was in here. Tracy, not on my watch is here. I think not. I think Tracy went to watch the what you call it, the
The
damn
body cam stuff.
footage. Yeah, and I was trying to keep up with the paperwork and the body cam and everything else. I'll probably go ahead and have a live about it like Saturday or something. Because Rick
Okay.
Reed and Envy are tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. I hope y'all are tuned in because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gonna be said. I don't know if Rick gonna be calm or come out on the bag on everybody. I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna be calm because I already
Hell
told him
no.
we're gonna get it cracking. I already told him that, but
See, there
this
y'all
is gonna
go.
be shady because I do consider myself loyal to binary. But does anyone else notice how quickly he can step into shit, knowing damn well he doesn't want to be about that life? Binary does step into a lot of shit.
Donna,
You
you're
know what I'm
right though.
saying? Absolutely, she
Right.
does. You said, let me know, and I will send you everything. Oh my god,
Oh,
damn. Yeah,
yeah.
she does have. I did see that you did have all the paperwork across the board. So, mm, and I heard not on my watch read, and I was like, God damn, she's got
Mhm.
everything. Like she really
Everything.
does. Yeah, and it's all in order. I saw like okay, I saw the arrest, and then she read the paperwork. Then they showed a little bit of more of the body cam footage or whatever. Then she
Mhm.
put up like the documents or whatever that went along with it. It was very organized. It was like
Very.
if you don't understand ABC 1 2 3, then move on. Because it was very organized. My God, now my watch was like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I was like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Rick is definitely the homie. We're gonna have a good time, Barn
Absolutely.
Dog. Here is the little advertisement for it or whatever. We will be here
Hey.
Friday night. We're gonna be here at 8:30 tomorrow. And as I said, we're both Atlanteans or
Mhm.
ATLians. People call us all different kinds of other stuff or whatever, but we are from Atlanta. Shauna, that's because people know he isn't like that, so they play him like a weakling. Oh, you talking about binary? Like Diva did the binary.
Woof.
Scared. You can
Listen.
play it here. Oh God. Now I'm gonna watch. We'll set something up for Saturday, okay? Because today's kind of like a just run through some stuff day, and then sit back and watch everybody else make an ass of themselves. And then
Literally.
I'm getting ready for like the Rick Reed thing tomorrow. And to be honest with you, not on my watch, Rick Reed and I will probably talk about it. If you would have come through Friday, because but between the two of us, we don't give a damn what we say. We'll probably be cammed up, drinking. Who knows? I'm sick of the lies. I know you are. When none of my wives get sick of lies, it's like, oof. It's like pandemonium. It's like U.S. versus Iran.
Listen.
So, yeah,
It's
you
you
don't want.
better duck because you don't know what's getting ready to happen.
Yeah, no, you don't want none of my wives to be sick of your lies. I don't know binary, but I'm listening. Okay, that's cool. Absolutely. Hey, you're gonna get to know the players around here, not on my watch. I promise you that. I do think people will push him into a corner, almost laughing at him. Are you talking about binary? Binary got the hell on. ATLians, me and your mama and your cousin too, rolling down the strip on Vogues, coming up, slamming Cadillac doors. Let's go. Dungeon Family. Goddamn. Attic Crew. Attic Crew just did a new song at the little trap house and shit where they did Young Bloods did MTV Cribs at the trap house instead of a mansion that they rented.
Mm.
What up? She must be sick of her own lies. Salute Envy. What up, Big Rose?
Hey, Big
Appreciate you.
Rose.
There's definitely like people down the road, okay, like it's the middle of the road. And I know I lost some people or whatever, basically saying I didn't want to get too much into like the kid situation, but I will
Mhm.
say this, like none of my wants when I know your son, you know what I'm saying? And once it started going into that area, I tuned out because when it comes down to the kids, I'm out. Body fan footage don't lie. No, it doesn't.
No, it
I
doesn't.
I saw plenty of it. No lies detected. No lies detected. I was
But
like,
not on my
wow.
watch. Not on my
Shout
watch.
out.
The best part of that whole thing was what the cop said. No, that can't be her because she's balding. The fact that the cop called that lady mama bald headed. I'm sorry, that shit tickled me. Stop playing with me, Rose. Oh,
Oh boy.
oh,
I didn't
whoa.
know you and Roast had a little. Ooh.
Get out of my watch
Okay.
laughing.
I've
Listen, call the
never
bald
seen.
headed.
I've never seen none of my watch Roast have an issue. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you never
Hey,
know
Cosmic
day to
Kelly.
day. What up, Gip? How you doing?
Hey,
Oh,
Gip.
Cosmic Girly, yeah, absolutely. Who be playing? Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. God damn. Hey, I want Roast to have a problem with somebody. Roast is funny when he has a problem with somebody because Roast is all so laid back. Like, yeah, y'all, you know
Really?
what I'm saying, or whatever. Yeah, every once in a while he's like, you know what? God damn. I met Roast in person. We ran into
What?
another. I met Roast in person. We ran into a car, or I did.
Hold
We
on.
what?
You ran into a car?
Yeah, yeah. Roast and I ate, had a good time. Got in my car. I backed up in the car, and all of a sudden, I was like, "Well, hold on." So
Wait.
yeah, I ran into one of the restaurant managers.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Then Roast and I had a couple incidences at the truck stop. It was.
Well, as long as it wasn't a hit and run, I guess you're fine.
I'm gonna leave it right. Oh, a hit and run, Jesus! Minus the liquor store. Roast
Okay.
beefing with Captain. Oh shit, he is. Oh wow,
Why?
Roast is beefing. I think a few
Jesus
people. Isn't
Christ.
Big Reed? Isn't Big Reed kind of sort of beefing with Captain? I saw Big Reed with a thumbnail with a ship going down.
Yeah, I saw
So
that
I would
too.
assume. And my third favorite song from Outkast is "You Gotta Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something." Oh yeah. Don't let the days of your life pass by. Yeah, absolutely. Envy is on. Envy is on ATL language.
Right,
If
because it
I
sounds
didn't
like
think I'd
Spanish to
leave,
me.
everybody, here's Vic. What up, Vic?
What up,
What
Vic?
up, though? Let
What
me
What
up?
punch in
up,
my ticket
though? What
because
up,
I am
though?
officially on tour. I'm on tour tonight. Yeah,
Oh
I'm on
shit!
tour. Yeah.
Vic. So I know that we got a lot of things wrong. There's some holes in it, and we don't know the history of this and that. What do you
Who got some
think
holes
about like
where? Who else? Oh, I heard that
Yeah,
one
like
like
before.
gaps.
bullet
Yeah, like
hole
gaps.
gap?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, so all right. Tell me where I'm wrong. Okay. So Clyde pops up at Lemons out of nowhere. They have their little thing or whatever. Obviously, she goes back. I'm doing this more for like the crowd and because you're up here and you can answer the questions. She went back to
Facts.
her channel. Came up today, got or went back to Lemons a second time, then went back to her channel, got her shit off. Like she was mimicking Lemon
Oh,
and
she
doing the
cooked the fuck
most.
out that nigga. Yeah, she cooked him bad. Yeah, she did. Look, let's just call it what it is.
Oh God. And then she brought in and then with Shakim today, she didn't want her picture to be up there, but we also wanted to figure out who's backstage with Shakim dancing in because she said oh, he was always backstage, like taking his shirt off, glistening himself, and doing this with that cowboy hat backstage. So that could have either have been Lemon's backstage, where maybe he took a shot of it and sent it to her, or it could be her backstage because I'm sure they're not each other's admin. So can you break some of this stuff down, Vic? Because it looks nasty, and you said it's going to get nasty tonight. Let's go.
Yeah. See, Envy, yeah, you might have to I might have to be your tour guide in this tight situation we have here. Because remember, I've always said, right, the black sector is underworld old. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen that movie Underworld with the vampires in the basement and
Uh
shit?
huh.
And they
Yeah.
and they tell
Black
you,
sector
don't wake
trolls
up
are.
this one. Yeah. So here's the thing, Clyde Diva would be considered like a queen in the black sector on a
Mhm.
chessboard of people, but it's not just one queen in the black sector. There are multiple.
Right.
And this situation, right, from where I'm looking at it from the outside, right? It's there has never been a liking of VS in the black sector. And I think it's
Mm.
just becoming more vocal. And secondly, when it comes to this situation with Lemon and Clyde Diva, when Clyde Diva says that she's bigger than Lemon, she has receipts. We're we're comparing stats now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like any other sport. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what this is turning into. It makes me feel like I need to go back behind the commentator booth. You know what I'm saying? They really want to bring
I
Jim
wish you
Ross
would.
back.
I
They
wish you
really want to
would.
bring Jim Ross back. Look, because now these ladies asked me to put up a receipt, which I posted, which involves Ghetto. Right now, um, the situation back then, um, just to sum it up without saying a whole lot, so people don't get like lost, right? And I'll put you in a scenario, Envy. If me and you are cool, right?
Yeah.
And I write something in the chat that really violates you,
Right.
okay? Violate the fuck out of you, and you see it. It's in your face. So, uh, 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 we end up going to another show, right?
Right.
And on this show, you like, Vic, I need you to pull up, bro, because what was that shit you wrote in the comment section? Now, I was just over here with you, kicking it.
Right.
And as soon as you go live and like, yo, Vic, pull back up, man. What the fuck is this? We need to discuss this, right?
Right. Right.
I go to another channel and say, yo, man, NV, man, them niggas over there trying to attack me, man. They trying to set me up.
I would say, oh well, I'm gonna watch it.
You understand? So, we dealing with women. You understand? And women don't take that shit kindly. They don't.
Mm-mm. No,
They
they
don't.
don't.
Okay. And
So
and depending on, like, you can go, like I said, I put the video up, dogs, and I suggest, just go watch it so you can
okay.
understand what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? And Clyde Diva, you know what I'm saying? She doing her, dog. Look, that's all I can say. Clyde Diva doing her.
No, I didn't even watch
Okay.
like the whole quote unquote drag. I just saw her mimic him or whatever, and I had to get ready for my live. But damn, she did all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oof.
yeah.
Wow.
She's bringing back the old Clyde Diva. When you say
What
pop
pissed
up
her
out of
off?
nowhere.
What do you think
Well,
pissed
I
her off,
called her the
man?
Viper. I called her Randy Orton. I say she'll hit you with an RKO out of nowhere, and that's exactly what she's doing.
What do you
Okay,
think
that's
pissed her
exactly.
off?
Um, initially, Clyde Diva doesn't like to be like downplayed. You
Compared,
understand? Well,
yeah,
well, no, it's like, see, Lemon told Clyde, well, hey, I was watching you back in the day. I was watching you, yada yada yada. I was doing all. And then, if you know how Clyde Diva is, right? Why are you surprised is the question. You feel me, Envy?
mm-hmm.
Now think about it. Haven't you heard Lemon say, "Oh yeah, man, I was in the clouds when such and such so and so happened, and this happened, and I saw this and yada, and I saw." Oh, so you were around in the black
Lemon's
sector.
comparing himself to Clyde. What the fuck? Lemon was
So,
comparing himself to Clyde like they were both females. Oh Lord,
well, I just
Jesus.
put it to you like this.
Wow, that's
If
crazy.
if I say to you any, like, RNY, if I say
Yes.
to if I tell you, well, I was watching you years ago when you had 300-400 people in the room. So
Hmm.
I know you a Christian woman, right? So I'm not gonna speak demonic shit to you in 2026 if I claimed I watched you back. Like, how are you different? You feel what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I absolutely do.
Oh, I see
You
what you're
feel me,
saying.
Envy? If I was
Hmm.
watching you for years, I know what your
Oh
energy is. Let's
no.
not act like this is a brand new Clyde Diva. Like, this is somebody new we looking at.
Right.
Right.
No, no, I know how
That
she
makes
gets
sense the way
on.
you put
Yeah, I know
that.
how she
Yeah.
gets on people's ass. But Molly,
Ooh.
like I'm the star. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Jesus Christ, I didn't hear him. I didn't. I didn't hear her
What you
cook.
asked
I didn't
for?
hear her cook. You know what I'm saying? I
You get
wow.
what you asked for. Hell, this what you wanted. Hey, that's all.
Well.
Hey, was it Molly? Was that similar to when Lemon said that Rick Reed needed to thank him because Flacco's over there?
Oh God.
Yeah. Let me find out. Lemon wants to be one of the dolls. I'm already weary of such his large legs and hips, body.
Man,
Um.
look, but y'all, look, I got to get ready for work. I just wanted
All
to
right,
keep you
Vic.
informed and showed you where the
Appreciate
hot
Thank
you.
shit
you.
was. Yes,
I
y'all, go to the
appreciate that, Vic.
Victimone's community wall. Yes, go to
Oh
Victimone
yeah.
community
Absolutely.
wall. I got, look, hey, Envy, I got 6 days of receipts. You hear me? 6 days of
Damn.
receipts.
Jesus
we'll
Okay,
check.
Christ.
I got the
We'll check
whole
it out.
storyline. Damn it. Okay, just start from, look, you got to go. The top is like the last one, and then you go down to get to the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check your wall out. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks, Vic. um. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean. Apparently binary can't talk about that issue. Okay. I
And I
respect that.
understand that. I could definitely respect that.
No, I respect it. In a situation like that or whatever, you kind of want to
Mm-hmm.
keep that low. I guess the more you talk about it, the more attention you
Yeah,
bring to it. I just heard
absolutely.
binary, just so you know, or Ken or anybody else. I was just looking for clarity because I was a little confused about the situation. So just doing a clarity thing. Oh, hey, the headphones. I appreciate it. Ugh.
Hey,
I
thanks for
had to work
checking.
late. I just got back. What I miss. Okay. Um, that's crazy. We just said binary. He was falling back. So I don't know where the root of this issue is. Okay, it seems like a triangulation to me, binary. So um I don't know if it's a coincidence but Ken did say that you guys had an issue. Now, I know that he said that before the whole Sunny situation, so I know it doesn't have to do directly with her, but here's the thing. Okay, so if binary had an issue with Sunny and then had an exchange, and binary has an issue with Ken, they had an exchange. But Ken has an issue with Sunny. I feel like I need to draw a damn
Like a diagram or
like
something.
a diagram or some shit. All right, so Ken has a problem with Sunny, but because of all that, Sunny and Ken are gonna put out pictures and do like what they do. But then binary, it looks like guy's a casualty of war because there's no squiggle marks through it, there's no black, there's no nothing, whatever. But all of your job paperwork is up, binary, which means like, the location, what the place specializes in, signatures. I'm not saying signatures to Ken. I'm saying signatures on the paper that shows it's official from the person that oversees the facility. I'm just trying to figure out, binary, like where did that come from? Because the only thing I can think of is you arguing with Sonny. And then I was saying also, binary, about the Sunny situation. I was like, I don't fault you because if somebody brings up my family, gloves are off. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. Do I like what you said to her? No. But do I like what she said to you? No. So like I draw a line in the sand, and that's y'all's issue. But I just wanted to figure out why all of your job information and everything is up there, because I don't know if you and Ken were that much off of the rails to go that far, or y'all are making amends, or there's an opportunity for you and him to talk. Like you can invite him to your panel, or whatever the case may be. I just know that went off the rails. So that's what you missed. That's all you missed. Lemon is not acting like he doing Clyde a huge favor. Your love putting yeast on shit. Well, I don't.
Huh?
Me personally, I don't. Hey, there's said Lemon is not acting like he's doing Clyde a huge favor. Putting yeast on shit. Me, I don't put it on anything. I'm talking to my chat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My thing is, the reason why I have my show a lot of times is clarification. You know what I'm saying? I watch stuff out there. I have my own opinion. I got my own
Mm-hmm.
outlook on it. And I'm literally asking you all, like the whole me dragging and beefing and doing all the other shit, that's going to be very minimal. I'm just trying to figure it out with y'all. Yeah, binary. Absolutely.
Are you
Now,
welcome?
Binary, can you say that you're aware of it? Can you see where it stemmed from? Because I'm trying to figure out the triangulation, because it doesn't feel like, because people are saying that Binary did not start it with neither Ken nor Sonny. Now, as I said, being objective, I don't know whether that to be true or false, but I'm trying to figure that out because wow. I've never seen paperwork like that with signatures and all the other shit or whatever. And Binary, I know that you've been through this. Remix gave him that paperwork. Oh wow.
Oh,
Oof.
wow.
Jesus. Ooh.
So binary, is that old paperwork? If you got a new job though.
Mm. The only
Dang, that's
problem is
crazy.
it must be the old job, but I believe that job is already heard from people from YouTube or whatever the
Okay.
case may be. I just wanted to dig into it as far as Binary wanted to, out of respect. Like I'm not gonna go crazy or anything like that. The Remix gave him the paperwork. I didn't even know you had a problem with Remix. Jesus Christ. So
Mm.
for what purpose? Like Binary, did you have like a back and forth with him personally that had nothing to do with Sonny? Like how did that, like I can't speak on it publicly. Okay,
I kind of
all right.
figured. I
No,
kind of
yeah,
figured. I can
yeah.
respect that binary. Trust me, I can, boo.
No. I mean, thank you for asking the questions that were asked. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't think that you could speak on it publicly, so we'll leave it
Yeah.
right there. I was just letting you know, Binary. Even if you can't speak on it publicly, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put something out there in general, just to let you know that I'm not like jumping to conclusions about anything. So just wanted to ask you. Hey, I respect where you are with your stance, and hopefully that all works out, because I don't ever want somebody's YouTube bullshit to start spilling over something that they've been working for their whole lives. You don't just
Yeah. I just heard about this paperwork today. I'm just like, what?
yeah, you don't just sign up, go to class and take a couple tests and get your PhD. So
No.
something you've been working for your whole life. I'm not quite, I don't know where y'all are on that. I couldn't say anything and let the law handle it. I wouldn't say anything. You're
Absolutely.
right. I mean, yes, you're right. The more you say, the authorities are going to be like, on March 26th on Manco television, you said this, and this. Are you stupid? That's what they're
Are you
gonna.
stupid?
That's what they're gonna say. I do not want to be. I do not want my show to be Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C -1245. Absolutely not. Do not play my shit in court, okay? But if y'all do, shout out to the honorable whoever. Hopefully, I never have it. Hopefully, I never come
Yeah.
see you. But if I
You can
do,
tell the
shout
court
out
not
to
to
you.
play your stuff. You can tell them not to play your stuff in court all you want to.
I'm gonna.
But
I'm
let's
gonna
not forget
strike.
what just happened to 1090 Jake's interview with
Yeah.
whoever was in court, and they played that interview from
Oh
you.
yeah. I'm gonna strike you, honorable whoever. All
Thank
right,
you.
okay. I
Is,
can confirm
you
that
gonna strike
Remix
the
did indeed
judge?
provide the paperwork. I heard that a long time ago. Okay.
That's crazy.
Remix is just cloud chasing, and Ken is sticking up for Mia. Oh wow. Mm, okay. Yep.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
okay, I see where that goes.
Like I said by
Uh
there, I ain't know nothing about that until today. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense.
Me
But
neither.
okay.
Me neither. I just wanted clarification. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And with this right here, Binary knows that Binary is going to get through it. Binary always has a plan. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only person I know that got their PhD after a certification with no associates, no bachelors,
Noble.
no masters is Noble. So shout out to Noble. You know what I'm saying? No PhD Noble. So that's it. But shout out to you, Binary. It sounds like you're going to get through it. And if it's old paperwork like Remix or whatever, Binary already knows how to navigate that situation. So not I'm going to strike you.
Right. Don't strike the judge. That is stupid. Dumb. Okay.
honorable whoever. I'm striking you for playing my content. Okay.
Molly said you're in an orange jumpsuit handcuffed. Like, don't play my content.
There's Noble. Right, right,
Totally.
right. Right. Imagine having handcuffed to my waist, like, hey, we're
Right.
about to play Man Cold Television from Mars. Hey, 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 YouTube
Okay.
guidelines. YouTube guidelines.
Exactly.
I'm pulling up YouTube guidelines. I'm gonna
Hey,
tell them to put it on.
Noble.
I'm gonna hold my I'm gonna hand my lawyer YouTube guidelines and shit. And tell him I'm
Oh,
gonna
Noble.
strike that.
I do want to
Yeah.
tell you this, okay? I think I said this yesterday, but I'm gonna say it to your virtual face since you're here. I was highly impressed by you on that men's panel. Very, very impressed. So I definitely enjoyed your feedback and your input and everything else. So good job on that.
Yeah, Noble, you didn't act like an idiot. So let's see, you're 1 in 1,022. So you got 1,023 win, or you got 1,022 wins to go
Oh
until
God.
you're Shauna, yeah, that's probably
You're
what you wanted
welcome.
to reach out to us about. That's weird that someone cloned Shauna's account saying crazy stuff. Um and RY has a troll out there, and Binary was funny. The RY troll was in the chat, and people were saying hello, and Binary was like, "Hello to the real RY."
Right, because when I dropped in, I didn't know what he meant by that. And I'm just like, huh? And then I saw it. I said, oh, okay.
So that RY troll Binary would very much appreciated that if you bought a membership, so you can go behind the paywall and troll RY, but you must have a membership. Okay, sign up for Binary. Look at
Mm.
this. I think it's look at this. You're on my timeline. Yeah, so sign up for a membership. You can troll all you want.
Hey, Queen
I'm just
Diva.
working on my associates. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, what's up, Queen Diva? How you doing? You were. What the hell did I say? You were. What the hell did I say? What the hell did I say? What the hell did I say? You know what I'm talking about, talking about, talking about. You know what they talk about, talk about, talk
You got
about.
it all the way wrong.
Agreed. Noble was really adding great yes, Noble actually was
Absolutely. That's
to
why I
turn it
was
on and off.
like, what? Noble?
Uh, uh,
Okay. Go ahead. I ain't mad at it.
what they talking about, talking about, talking about.
Wrong.
As
What
someone
they
who
talk
had
about, they talk about nothing.
as someone who had their content played in court, it's the most embarrassing thing to have like 30 people watch you cuss out old ladies in real time.
That's sick.
You know
That
what?
is sick.
Ghetto, when he had an issue with YouTube, man, he told me that, his fraternity brothers, whatever, when he was in a high position, I would assume he was probably like the chief
Hmm.
financial officer or something like that, senior VP, whatever. They played all of his videos, like with the
Oh
dress
God.
and the wig and everything. They had him in a conference room and played his YouTube videos. Could you imagine?
Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh
Exactly,
my.
binary. They say you don't make it till you got a troll page.
Oh, right. Oh, absolutely. It just depends on what kind of troll page it is.
Yeah.
Troll pages are fun usually, like as you're coming up in the world of this crazy ass metaverse. But some of them get crazy. But I don't think that
Hmm.
RY troll page does anything crazy. I didn't see
Yeah,
the
I don't
pic.
know.
I haven't seen the picture though.
I don't know either because I pay troll pages no attention. So hey, who cares?
My match energy. We know you do, Noble. We didn't even hear you go.
What?
So,
There was no
so you put
shaking
the
bait.
so you put when you get the when you when you talk about male issues or whatever, you turn off the breathing machine. That's just crazy. Noble gets nervous around these women, or as Pizarro say, women's.
Oh,
Noah pretends to be a chowderhead, but he is very intelligent. Oh my God! Arts and crafts. You must have. Yeah. Arts and crafts goes around the Mo3 sector. To be able to say chowder, yeah. You definitely you bushwatched the Mo3 sector for sure. If you said chowder or anything, no doubt. Yeah. So let's go. That's
mm-mm-mm.
pretty much, and as I said, the content isn't contenting, so we are definitely not going to sit here and make it up. But then again, as I said, Molly, they're gonna give an alley oop
Oh,
for
Molly.
tonight's show or whatever. Let me see what's going on real quick, that I could comment on. Who the hell is live? Let's see here.
Good question.
VS is talking about Lurker and VS meet for the first time. Talk about situation with daughter. Okay. Let's
Oh,
see here.
okay.
Yep. Not quite sure what that's about, but let's go right back into, you said okay, I gotta go coach my son's soccer game. Y'all be blessed. All
You
right,
too,
appreciate you,
Binary. Have fun
Binary.
and be safe.
Shout out to dad duties.
Right,
Just
dad
be
duties.
be very careful about typing that you handle your responsibilities. You're a good dad. You pay your bills. You got a job. All the other stuff. You might get yourself in trouble. Okay, Binary. Just lie to the people and say you don't take care of your kids. You'll be a superstar. Oh no, I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
say that anymore.
Oh Lord.
Well,
Mm-mm.
Molly doesn't. Oh yeah. Molly doesn't say that anymore. That we're co-producing Lemon Show
Thank
for
God.
him. All right. Look at
Ugh.
Binary. Don't say you're a good dad. They handle your responsibilities to pay your own bills and got a job. You'll be troll food. Binary's funny. But yeah, okay, so we'll do a little co-production, Molly, just real quick. It's different now. Yeah, it is it's very much different now, Molly. It's definitely very different, but let's touch on let's touch on, I will give it an alley oop, Molly. Okay, I'll give you a prediction for today, for tonight. So the Clyde Diva flagging Shakim,
Mm-hmm.
obviously that's not going to come up tonight. I would imagine either the pictures are going to be there or the pictures are not going to be there. Knowing
Right.
Shakim, they'll still be up there. It is what it is. Whatever they go through is whatever they go through. I don't have a problem with Shakim. I don't have a problem with Clyde Diva. Whatever they got going on, it'll be very interesting to see, like, if the flag went through or whatever,
Yeah, that's
if
what I'm
that
interested
changes
in seeing.
behavior or whatever. Because if the flag went through, that means that Shakim's definitely going to fire back. So that means Clyde Diva and him are going to have a little bit of an issue. But we'll
Uh-oh.
see how that goes. It is what it is. Now with him being backstage, here's my only alley oop, or here's my first alley oop. Molly, I need you to type. Okay, please type in Lemon's chat tonight. All right, we need to know if where Shakim is backstage. Okay, Molly, Clyde Diva said, and the people that weren't in here, Clyde Diva said that Shakim goes backstage, glistens himself up, wears a cowboy hat, starts dancing around, starts doing this and starts doing that. Now, the only way that Clyde Diva would know that he's backstage doing that would be one of two things. The number one would be if he's backstage at Lemon's, because Lemon would be the only one who could see it backstage. So I
Right.
don't know if, like, maybe he told her Shakim's backstage, or did he record it with his second device? Go in the StreamYard, like, hey, gotcha, record it,
Mhm.
whatever, send it over to Clyde. Or the only other reason Clyde, or the only way Clyde would know, is if he was doing it in her backstage.
Yep.
Now, the reason why that's not coincidental is because, as I said earlier, the other night, Shakim did click Lemon's link. I don't know. He was there to talk to somebody. I forget who it was. Lemon did say that he can click the link if he needs to, address whoever, respond to somebody. And I believe he was up there, but then as soon as Lemon was going to bring him up, I think that he, dropped and
Mm.
left it alone at that point. They do like responsible men. Hey, what's up, Pretty Purple?
Hey, Pretty
Interracial
Purple.
relationships as well. Sorry, Envy. RY, interracial relationships as well. Uh,
She may be talking about a
sorry.
topic that she wants to add, probably.
Oh,
Thanks for
no, no.
comment.
You don't have to say sorry to me. Listen. That girl talk and that stuff you do over there is y'all's. Like, I listen. You can talk about I can't stand mixed people, and Envy talks too slow. I won't know what the hell. That's ladies' night out. I wish I would go over there and listen to what y'all gossip about. Think y'all were going to talk about dating and courting? Really? Hey, I'd listen to that for about 30 seconds to see how the show is going and be like, all right, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems like a creepy dude. You know what I'm saying? Pull up a chair next to the table on ladies' night out. No, that's not me. Hair, nails, dating, and courting, and all that. That's y'all. You know what I
He
mean?
doesn't. He doesn't do girl talk at all.
Nope. Envy, it's a thing you can do. Go to your StreamYard private chat and hit. You can see the names of everyone backstage. I could show you if you want.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Envy, it's a thing you can do. Go to your StreamYard private chat and hit. Oh, okay. At. Oh, okay. Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, that makes sense. Okay. But the whole dancing and stuff. Oh, I see. Okay. I know what Resto's saying. That you can see everybody who's in like your back chat. If Resto's basically saying, you know how you put an at sign in the chat if somebody's in the clouds,
I
and you
was
can
just
see if
ready
they're
to say
here.
you did the same thing. Yep.
Yeah. If you put an at sign back there, you could see it's going to tag the person back there. So yeah, I definitely know
Damn.
how to do that, Resto. But the first alley oop is we want to hear about Shakim being backstage. Where's he backstage? Lemons, Clyde Divas. How did that shit go down? I really want to know. Now with the mocking of Lemon, that's not going to be an issue. Like it is what it is. Everybody can mock everybody. Somebody can damn. I don't know. I don't know how you would mock me. Molly used to do it. Like, hey, you're talking slow today or whatever. But I don't know how you mock me. I don't know what the hell I do to be mocked. But I don't think that's going to be an issue or whatever because that's small potatoes compared to the other shit or whatever. What's up, Black Girls Code? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Black Girls Code.
So yeah, the backstage thing, and then okay, how welcome is Clyde back? Because now is Clyde's drag gonna be considered the same as like when ZX drags or somebody else drags and then can click Lemon's link like an hour later? So it'll be very, very interesting the dynamic of who can do what. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, ZX can hit the link after you drag. Can Clyde do the same? So I guess that's kind of like the quote unquote drama that we can look into to figure out, where that's at.
That'd be rather
Molly.
interesting.
Molly's laughing because we're throwing the alley oop.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, I want to know if Clyde's welcome back. My prediction is yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I'm gonna
Now
say yeah, because at the end of the day, these people are seeking content, and she's in the news
I'm
right now.
and I'm not going to say hold accountable because I'm not Lemon's boss or anything like that. But what I will be looking for, like if a content creator says that a content creator is going to do something, I look for at least a little bit of it, right? So if Lemon dropped down in her chat when he was getting drugged and said say less, I would assume that it's supposed to go down tonight. And I don't want no clickbait. I don't want no goddamn, maybe or if or how or whatever. Just if you feel like dragging, I'm there for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't kind of drag and then apologize for it. Just drag. You know what I'm saying? She's already back. Okay. You mean like already like right this second? Hold on. Let
Resto.
me. No, not right this second. Because okay, yeah, he doesn't go on till 8. So not right this second or whatever. And hey, I do have to say this. I always make reference to it like whatever. I'm a small time content creator. You know what I'm saying? I get like 70, sometimes 300 on a crazy day, but usually I'm rocking out with like 80 to 100. But I will always say this. I do digs. I do digs and shit like that about quote unquote time slots and shit. But if I have to guess, I do have to appreciate everybody's
Resto, please time
consideration.
yourself out. Please time yourself out.
Is what so it'll be oh god to forgive.
That comment just sucked the wind out of me. Are you okay?
You know, oh, Resto, when he pulled up, what's up, Queen Pisces? When Resto pulled up to
Hey,
Lemons
Queen
that time
Pisces.
and
Thank
sat
you,
back
boo.
and
I
chilled,
appreciate it.
and Lemon was like, "Yeah, what do you want, bro? What's going on?" And Resto sat up there. He said, "Oh, I only clicked the link because I'm having a real good time watching you be miserable." I was like, Jesus Christ. Like literally, that's what he said. I'm having a really good time sitting back and watching you be miserable. I was like, I'm like, okay,
Mm.
you love my consistency. Are you talking about Queen Diva? Are you talking about like us going live at 5:30? I would assume that that's what you mean by consistency. We try. We try. We don't want to skip too many days because, there are some wonderful people out there that do look forward to us going live around 5:30, whether it be the drive home or, oh, okay. Thank you, Queen Diva. Whether it be the drive home or, just to kind of catch up on what happened throughout the day, so we can throw something over to the night and see what happens. Right.
Hopefully you
And
come
since
through Sunday, Queen Pisces.
Oh yeah. Queen Pisces. The girls' night is definitely going to be this Sunday. I'll put it up there one more time. There it goes. Girl Talk's going to be on Sunday. You all are going to have a great time. I really was impressed and proud of RY and everybody
Thank
else that
you.
participated last night. That was awesome.
Thank
I think
you.
it started a trend. I think that it's a happy place for women to go. I think men can type or do something like that, but we don't have a welcome mat. Okay. So I'm not going there. All right. So, cause I want that's ladies' night. Have a good time. Don't ever think that I'm in the clouds, the bushes, the nothing. Don't ever think that I'm going to get like a breakdown, a review, bullet points, the notes, anything like that from RY. That's y'all's thing over there. I don't have anything to do with it. Whatever your personal feelings are against me, it is what it is. Go over there and have a good time. That's ladies. Now that's going to be a lot of damn sectors. Oof. I can't wait till
Mm-hmm.
y'all have like I'm not going to say your guests or whatever because people take ideas faster than that come out of your mouth. So they do have some pretty prominent special guests that they're going to be working on in the near future. So that's cool.
Absolutely.
Perfect time. Y'all have a perfect time for my schedule. I appreciate that, Resto. Yeah, we're trying, man, little by little. I'm one who looks for. Okay, thank you, Queen Diva.
Thank you.
I'm that's
Resto.
that's
I
what
have a
we try to
question.
do. Is Resto going on work
And
to
I'm
catch
and
up
I
on?
may be telling my age, Resto, but I don't know. I keep seeing this. What does NGL stand for?
The girl talk. Never too much. You can
Does,
learn.
does that mean a
True.
nigga got a life?
Nigga got a life.
Like what does that mean?
If you got that right, I'm gonna be tripping. You know what, Resto? Hey, I would not be mad at men that are in the clouds, or in the bushes.
Oh,
I'll
not gonna
admit,
lie. Thank
I,
you.
I might. I'm not gonna lie. You said
Nigga got a life.
nigga got a life. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, don't get
Woo.
me wrong. That's not far from the truth around here sometimes, Um,
Sorry. Mm.
hey. We're almost at the night show, y'all. We're almost at the night show, y'all. So let me know how crazy messy whatever we're gonna be. Because I will give you all a couple more nuggets before we get out of here. Hey, the 5:30 show is usually about 2.5 hours long. I do that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm
And
trying to
I
get
was telling
everything
Envy
out.
earlier. I'm sitting over here yawning my tail off, but I was telling Envy earlier. I said I don't know how y'all content creators do this. See, because when I ended my live last night, I called Envy. We talked for a few minutes, and I said I'm going to bed. Soon as I
Yeah.
got out the shower, my head hit that pillow. It was lights out. I was
The
so drained. Like, what in
the
the world?
the purse is closed. We're not quite sure. We're digging for the tea. Like we did talk about the different issues. I want to see how it rolls
Mm.
out because my thing is I'm going to talk about it if it doesn't roll out. Like I'm looking for the goddamn drag. I know I'm banging on the table because I want the damn drag. You know what I'm saying? Drag.
I don't know why you would
You
even
know,
hold your breath for it. To be honest.
It's not gonna happen, but
Of course not.
it's cool. But I guess you got to check with the master
Mhm.
first. Rest will slide through. They're covering great topics. Yes, yeah. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Just don't tell on yourself, Resto. Don't be in the chat the next day after girl talking about, oh yeah, the ladies are talking about this and talking about that, they're talking about,
See,
talking about.
See, because Resto done snitched, right? So somebody gonna go in that chat on Sunday and they're gonna put that at symbol and see who in them clouds. Okay.
Oh,
Ah.
now,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he's gonna put the at sign like, hey, gotcha. You know, I will come in. I will most definitely be a troll page that day. All right.
See,
If
Purple,
y'all
listen, I was tired when I got off live
open
last night.
that client, let me link up this weekend. Oh God. Link up how? I want to see that sort of poker face Clyde has as she shares the details. They're not linking up this weekend. Like we would have heard that content for 4 months ago. Yeah, they're not linking up this weekend. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Like, no. And I know one thing, I will say this, so that nobody else takes the damn idea. I do know RY when she does like the X show or the X out show, whatever it is, like when you get to move on to the, when a woman's trying to date a guy, the dating and whatever y'all are going to be
Mm-hmm.
talking about. I do know that I think that one of the things that they were going to do is like a StreamYard private date, but not a StreamYard private date where you sit there and you look at each other or whatever. Like, the man needs to send, a few dollars to get some drinks or call there, have them delivered and stuff like a real date. I have no idea how they're going to do that, but I think it'd be great.
I don't
You know
know
what I
how we're
mean?
gonna do it, and I don't even know if I'm gonna do it, because quite frankly, I really don't care about all that.
No, I'm
Running
talking
them,
about them on their own. I'm talking about them on their own.
y'all
Like that
better not
has
be setting
nothing
up
to
no
do with
private
you.
StreamYard date. Y'all better
Huh?
link up in real life.
They're not linking up in real life. I'm talking about off your show. I
Never
mean,
know.
I'm
They
talking
just
about
may.
the get to know you part of it.
I'm hoping that
Anyway,
and Clyde and
I
London
don't
link
know how
up.
people do this.
They supposed to be
Yeah,
linking up this weekend.
like tell me a little bit more about that, arts and crafts. Like it's Thursday. Ain't nobody linking up this weekend. uh,
Mm.
except for like on a panel. Oh God,
They're
Hustle
supposed to go to
Kelly.
church and then to brunch. Crafty, goodbye, goodbye.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
know you lying.
no. Okay, so you're gonna listen. I wish I would fly across the country to go to goddamn. Oh, not across the
They're
country.
not
They're
flying.
both
They in
in
the same
Cali.
state.
I'm tripping. Okay, but like California is so goddamn long. They gotta fly.
I feel
From
like arts and
the
crafts is
Bay.
trolling.
Arts and crafts is definitely trolling.
Oh no,
Uh,
arts and crafts said dead ass. They don't. Wow. Okay.
they're not. Listen, if they meet up, I'll fall out of this chair. Okay. I don't know what their proximity is or whatever, but that would be that would be quite interesting. But it is what it is. I'm saying it's not happening, but what do I know? I'll sound like a hater if I say, yeah, they're not going to link up or whatever the situation may be. And I definitely don't want to sound like a hater. And then binary's job paperwork, as I said, I'm going to leave that all the way alone. Based on, his preferences of not speaking on it, that's done. And you all, I'm going to find a little bit more information. I saw Tracy left because Tracy's going to watch the body cam footage or whatever, even though it's recorded, you can watch it at any time. But I will kind of dig into that. I'm going to let you all know. Please look for a poll. Let's go back to putting clean sheets on my bed. Okay, that's what's up. Clean sheets on the bed, Jasmine, always make me sleep better. I have no idea why, but they do.
Absolutely.
So what the hell was I saying? The Clyde thing, and then
Something
damn
about
it.
a poll. You said look out for a
Oh,
poll.
oh yeah. I'm gonna put up a poll, and it's gonna let me know like whether you all want to get into that content that has to do with the body cam footage. It's Mo 3. It's Mo 3 sector content, and some people ask me to cross the bridge over since I call it Mo Beef sector. So a lot of people do ask me to kind of not intercept, but intertwine that content. So I will put a poll out there, and I will also put a link to Mink's page so that you can go watch, some of the body cam footage and all the receipts that they rolled out about evictions, about jail time, about just about everything. But the body cam footage, I'm telling you, like I didn't watch a lot of it because I timed in, but like her in the back of the car was crazy. Can you turn the heat up, sir? Oh,
Listen,
I
that was
appreciate it.
wild.
She was the most polite. She was the most polite arrested person I've ever seen in my life, saying to the police, "I appreciate it." I'm like, damn,
Right.
appreciate
That
you
was
for taking me
interesting.
to jail.
What the heck?
You know what I'm saying? So, what time is it? Let's
Now that I
see.
think about it, I think the body cam footage was played to kind of debunk a lie. I don't know if you heard this part, but they was like somebody said that someone called the cops
Yeah,
on Big Baby, but then there was a part of the video where you can hear them say, "Well, how did you find them?" And the cop was just like, "She was riding down the street with no lights
lights.
on."
Right.
And so Mink and
I,
them stopped the video and they was just like, see, boom, we just popped the lie. Ain't nobody called on her.
that was the first bit. Yeah, was the
Mm-hmm.
first incident that
Yep.
they said that people called the police on Big Baby. But see,
Mm-hmm.
my thing is like, golly, I mean, some people should just stay out of shit. Like Big Baby just got out of jail, literally, just.
Yep.
Like we're talking about weeks, but I can't tell people how to live or whatever.
That's
But
true.
I am gonna look at that stuff if it interests me to the point. We can definitely bring the players over here. You saw Not on My Watch did drop in the chat. Book Mink, whoever. We can definitely bring them over here if you like that. What's it, Mink on Meds or whatever? If people want to check out
Mm-hmm.
the footage or whatever, Mink on Meds.
Yep.
Uh, I'm gonna drop her channel link. Let's see, Mink Med Truck. Wait,
Mm-hmm. That's the one, Mink Man Truck.
Mink Med Truck. Hold on, y'all. Mink Med Truck. I'm tripping because I'm subscribed, but
Yep,
I
I'm
can't
about to
even.
drop it.
Oh, there it is. All right, Mink on the meds. Mink's crazy. Yeah, I'm scared to death to talk about anything that's going on over there. I don't want to get struck. Here you guys go. So there. Oh Jesus, we dropped it at the same time. But anyway, that right there is going to give you the body cam footage. Here's what I want to do. Okay. So since I ask people on the poll, and I will also drop the link there, since I always say I'm going to ask people on the poll and I'm going to cover what y'all want to cover, go over there and watch it. Okay. Watch
Mhm.
the body cam footage, watch the arrest, watch the car without the lights and the tail lights and all that other shit or whatever. Watch her in the back of the car. Look at all the paperwork that goes into just a whole lot of stuff that surrounds that story. I believe that they were trying to pop several different lies. And if you all are really interested in it, as I said, we'll bring the players over here that did bring out the paperwork, that did, find the body cam footage and all the other stuff. So if you're interested in it, as I said, we'll make a couple phone calls and bring them over here. Not meeting Lemon. Hey y'all, Clyde is not meeting with Lemon. She just went live and denounced him. She said she's gonna drag him too. But she denounced him the other day when she said she was never going back there.
Well,
Hello?
time will tell.
Hmm.
I don't know
Interesting.
about that.
I'm looking for what was the strategy because the other day when she said she was never going back there, when she clicked the link, I was trying to figure out the strategy. I was like, damn. I was like, okay.
I
But
don't even know why you're looking for a strategy because how many people actually say that, but then they turn right back around and go over there anyway.
yeah, I'm on my way over there. All right.
Have fun with
Uh,
that.
if you see Envy backstage, it's the real one.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, I believe unless y'all have any Q&A or anything like that, as I said, I'm not gonna drag on commentary or anything like that ever. As I said, like content isn't contenting, and I'm not the most liked individual
Mm.
on the YouTube streets, so I can't just sit up here and make up shit. I gotta have content for y'all. And actually a real show. She said it about Lemon disrespected her with can. Oh, right. She's still on the Candy Cartel.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that makes sense.
So that does make sense because, well, my thing is though, it's kind of different because I don't know what her issue is with Candy Cartel. Couldn't they make kind of an agreement like if you interview with her, she's gonna try to dog me out. So it would be great for you to like leave that part out of the interview or whatever the case may be. Because I would say, okay, well, guess what? He didn't want to interview with Clyde, but he wants to interview with Candy Cartel. But they share a platform as co-hosts. So it's not like she's missing out on asking questions, but okay. That's very interesting. Okay. And then okay. And then based on VS's poll, it's like 90 something percent yes. I also want to come back tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow because that's Rick Reed and I, but Saturday, and I really want to see if VS's poll is correct that Lemon's going to go ahead and interview with Candy Cartel. And do you think that, thinking about VS and whatnot, RY, do you think that that's kind of a test? Like, how much do you love the beef sector?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say no. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. You talking about as far as her
Oh,
poll and why she asked that?
yeah. Why do you think
No.
she asked it? She put a poll up there for a reason.
I think it's not to test his loyalty, but I think it's a way for her to kind of like drop her balls and say, "Hey, if y'all think you're gonna do this or not," that's what I think.
Right.
And
Okay.
I think that's her way of trying to. I don't want to say force it to happen or force it not to happen. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Well, no.
I don't think it's a
Here's
test
the.
of loyalty. I think it's
Mm,
either it's one of those situations, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you do the interview, I'ma drag you. If you don't do the interview, I'ma drag you because you was too scared to do it. So
here's
I
what.
think he's being
Okay.
backed into a corner.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Mhm.
All right. Nobody get mad at me about, well, why do I always say that? Nobody get mad. You're going to get mad anyway. But anyway, what I think it is, to be honest with you, is the fact that he was willing to go to her panel. Whatever happened to him, is he willing to go to Candy's panel like he did VS? What to do, roast?
Hey, what's up with him?
What to do, man?
Well,
You and None of
Chilling,
my
bro.
watch are okay, aren't you, brother?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, good,
She
good.
just be lying. That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah. She be lying with good paperwork. But Rose, man, I was over there looking at all that footage and shit like that, man. Y'all got some messiness going on. I saw I saw some yelling and this and that or whatever. What do you think about that situation, man?
As far as what?
Like with the body cam footage and the receipts, and I don't know if you saw Annie over here. Did you see Annie May? We spoke with her over here, and then let's see, Jackie, Big Baby, and China came over here arguing with her, and then the other side came over here, which would be Nanama Watch, Mink, and Book. Were arguing, so we're right down the middle without knowing what the hell's going on, Rose. You know
So
what I'm
some of
saying?
that, when Annie was up here, when China was up here, I didn't see everybody else come up. I was in and out, but I was gonna ask you kind of the same thing. Like, what do you got either particular side
No,
that you riding with? You don't
no.
favor either side? Okay.
Hell no. The reason why roast, I did kind of have a side to be honest with you, but once it went into the kids, I
Uh-huh.
pulled the plug. You know what I mean, from my interest because that's starting to get real, real, real deep. You know
I'm
whether
assuming you chose the side of the person that been in this sector the longest.
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Um, just off GP, to be honest with you. You know,
Mhm.
but that's without me knowing the whole,
Right.
breakdown of everything. That's my initial thing. I could be wrong, but my thing is though, Anime didn't come over here and make it look any better because she was striking Captain's channel. But the first show when we had her over here, she was like, "No, I didn't do nothing, and I only owe answers to Captain. I don't owe answers to y'all or anybody else." And no, I didn't do anything. She was denying everything, and then boom, China came over here with like a pile of receipts or whatever. And then Annie came back the next day. Captain was here, and she told Captain, "Yeah, I was striking your page, and I was going after your Twitch and all this other shit." That's what led me to be on the side with the person that's been around longest because the lion started on that side.
You know what? When I asked that question earlier, I was talking about between none of my watching them and Big
I
Baby
know.
and them, but you was talking about Annie and China. So
No, they're in the
boom.
middle though. They're in the middle. So Annie was with Jackie and them and China. So they said that she was, part of their quote unquote flag team, strike team, whatever the case may be, which looped her in the story of taking their side with this whole craziness with the body cam or whatnot. So they wanted to basically check her on her loyalty based on like what information she would leak and all that other stuff. And that's how she tried to talk her way out of it to say no, I don't want. She didn't want the strike team to think that she was playing both sides of the snitch, like so player, right? She didn't want to be the next so player, dealing with the yellow beezy side and then the Mo3 side. So I think that's where the Annie thing came in. You know what I mean? And then Annie joined the other side, with None of My Watch booking them, basically saying, yeah, she lied and she struck Captain. So she is the common denominator on both sides. So it's not, I know it sounds like two different stories, but it's not.
Intertwine. But when you say body cam footage, were you talking about the big baby's body cam footage that Mink was supposedly showing?
Yeah, but she showed it. What do you mean,
I didn't.
supposedly?
Well, that's I said supposedly because I didn't watch her live, so I didn't know.
Right.
I
So
just saw the
basically,
thumbnail or
so
whatever.
Not on My Watch rolled out all the paperwork. And that paperwork was about China. Okay. And that's how they looped into it with Annie, like I was saying. So she rolled out a whole lot of paperwork on China to kind of put them together as a group to prove that they're working together. I'm not quite sure what that strategy was, but the body cam footage that I personally watched was to prove, the first thing was to prove that none of my watch, Mink, or none of them called the police. So they wanted to show that she got pulled over because her ass was driving without headlights, taillights, nothing. So she did get pulled over for that reason. And nobody called the police on her. And then basically people escalated it to armed and dangerous. And apparently that's on her jacket or whatever, that she could be armed and dangerous. And that's why they kind of swooped in there, 3-4 police cars. So I don't know. I guess allegedly she had a knife. I don't freaking know. I don't know what she was going to do with it. But then she was thrown in the back of the car and she was pretty chill about it. But
What?
once it's
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this: what when it comes to when it comes to her, I don't even smoke weed no more, and I just like lost my thought right quick.
You don't smoke weed anymore. Jesus Christ. Man,
It's been
shut
2
down the
years.
dispensary. Damn. Now, what were you gonna ask?
I'm gonna think about it in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. And see, I'm gonna type. What's up, Happy Life? I'm gonna type. I'm gonna type this in the back for you too, which is gonna let you know exactly what turned it. Let's see. Start. So, because they
Oh yeah, I was gonna say she did that
no,
to prove that she didn't call the police, but um,
yeah,
Big Baby never accused her of calling the police.
that's what she was a car and she was.
And then they found out
There you
who
go.
actually did.
There's the mess. The story. There's the part. If you look in the back chat, that's the mess that I don't want to really like put out there in public until all that's confirmed. But yeah,
Yeah,
roast. I mean, that me personally, yeah. Once that started right there, that I put in the back chat, that's when shit got real messy. But really, because they were very intense on we're showing part of this body cam footage because they said we called the police. So Big Baby never said that they called the police. The fuck?
she didn't accuse Mink specifically of calling the police, and recently it came out who called the police. Even though she got pulled over for the tail light and the headlight or whatever, somebody still called the police. And 88 proved that. You know what I'm saying? She actually called the person on three way and had them
Oof.
on live talking to them about it. So a woman did call the police that was trying to ride for 88 or whatever at the time, and she went on and exposed it because she didn't want them to get the wrong idea thinking that she had called the police because it was. I think if anybody said somebody's
Mm.
calling police, they was saying 88 called the police. So she was clearing her name by letting them know that it was such and such that
Now,
called the
could it have
police.
been a
But I
situation
never
where
heard me
someone did call? Could it have been a situation where someone did call, but by the time she got pulled over, that's not why she got pulled over.
exactly.
Mm.
So that's not even a big deal who called the police. In other words,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
there was nothing to
Yeah.
prove. No point in
Yeah, it's
that.
more about her intentions of the it's more about her intentions and being out. That's what I heard personally. But I mean things can go across the board. You never know what's right, what's wrong, or whatever. But I stopped digging into that case once it started getting to the kids and calling the police and doing all this and doing all that. I just wish Big Baby would stay out of jail. Jesus. Like, you flip a coin on a daily basis. If it's heads or tails, Big Baby's probably going to jail. I'm like, damn. So yeah, we were trying to figure that out. And I believe down on my watch is probably gonna send me a bunch of shit or whatever. But what do you think? I mean, because it sounds like you are on more the other side of the. It looks like you're like on the other side of what's going on. To be honest
As
with you.
far as as far as Big Baby, you been here for the whole five, so you know that
Yep.
you can easily get caught up in the conversation, especially when they get personal and
Yep.
you I guess sometimes feel like you need to prove yourself or somebody got you fucked up or they disrespected you too much. So she's a little hot headed, you know what I'm saying? She got caught up with that and everybody done been through it. But
Mm,
yeah, hopefully
mm.
she learned from it. You know what I'm saying? I think she did though. And as
Oof.
far as size, man, I fuck with who I fuck with, but I haven't been in the middle of that thing they got going on. That's them females business and shit.
Right.
Even though I be talking shit to the other side because or whatever. I ain't jumping in that shit because it ain't my shit to jump in. But I fuck with Big Baby and and how cool I was when not on my watch, but when she
Yep.
decided to join Meek in lying on me and saying that I fucked cooling in my truck and it got to the point where my girl was getting upset. I didn't give a shit about it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, then you damn near affecting my home, so I at least gonna
Mm.
speak up and say that's not true. And all I simply did was say that it ain't true, me lying and this and that. Me got an attitude, start going off on me, cussing me out. I know my wife took her side, with that, and then she started lying on me. That's why I say she be lying, because she most definitely lied. They said that I was in Arizona begging out of my wife to send me money. They said I failed the drug test because I was sniffing cocaine, and none of these things is true. You know what I'm saying? They said I tried to get out of my wife to come to my truck and fuck me. Like, man, my dick get lied on once a year at least. So
Not like with white candy, right?
Candy, Wicked Angel, Coolin, Shot of Shade, they all accuse me. Somebody gonna accuse me of doing. Anytime I meet a female in person or anything like that, yeah, they gonna say that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
goddamn. What the fuck, Ms. Lily, Ms. One of them motherfuckers, Ms. Lily, Ms. Bitty, Ms. Something.
we can skip that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, your list is crazy. And yeah, I've always seen you and your girl be tight. That's what I know. That's what I definitely know.
Yeah,
So
a big
y-
shout out to her for not falling into the trap and coming on her screaming and hollering with bitches on that unruly shit, man. You did a good job of staying mature and grown woman about this shit. You know what I'm saying? If she got a problem, she gonna holler at me about it. So I
yeah,
commend
Rose,
her
your
for that.
girl, your girl has been thrown into every kind of storyline to discredit you. I was like, damn. And she's been riding. Man,
Well,
I'll be
the
honest with
hate
you,
must
a
be a
couple
good
times,
relationship,
Rose.
man.
Yeah, yeah, with a couple of those assumptions and shit like that, man. I thought you I was like, man, hey, this woman's gonna go crazy, but trust
That's
me,
the
like,
thing
yeah,
too.
she's
They said in such a way that it's believed by people, and that's why I be having to say something. I don't be wanting to go live on these women like that, but shit, sometimes I gotta show some respect.
Yeah.
damn, bruh. So I'm gonna look into that. I didn't know. Damn. Did that come out? Let me ask you this, Rose. Real talk. Did that come out of nowhere, or did you start beefing with them, or hanging out with the quote unquote wrong people, or choosing the wrong side, or any of the internet dumbass shit? Because when they started lying on you about all that, that's a lot, Rose.
They will come out of nowhere.
Huh?
You said they will come out of nowhere?
All these allegations, like the Arizona thing, the Coke thing, the damn all that shit. Like, did it come out of
Once,
nowhere? Because you were
once,
cool with all them.
once I was on the panel with Mink, and I'm telling her, Mink lying, y'all, that ain't true, this and that. I guess she's wants to be known to be the receipt queen and the one that exposes people, and she always keep it real. So I guess they rubbed her wrong way that I was exposing the fact that she was lying on me about cooling. And she
Oof.
just went off, like I said. So we had a little scratching match,
Mm.
and none of my watch had said it too. So once she got involved in that shit, she started saying all kinds of shit. Um, the shit I just named about basically when I was in Arizona for them couple of weeks. And
Mm.
it's like it ain't no
Okay.
point in lying. Like, if I was out there and I had some issues, say that, but don't lie about the issues I was having, because it wasn't even that serious.
I thought the baby daddy lived across the street,
You do, don't you?
but
Is that
yeah, yeah,
something?
across the goddamn street, brother. Down, stop sign, go down to the stop sign across the goddamn road. He's supposed to live right there. Like, she could throw a
Wow.
stone in at her baby daddy's house, allegedly.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, hey, I'm gonna see if it's worth looking into that story, because, man, listen, when I start looking at receipts and hearing this side do this and do that, you might want to look back at my live when Jackie and them pulled up, because they pretty much went through the whole thing. And then that's what None of My Watch and Mink and whatnot. Then they pulled up later, so you're gonna hear both sides of the story if you watch my live back. It has Mo 3 on the back or whatever it say. You'll see it. It's like, what, 3-4 days ago, RY.
You remember what the title
I do
was?
believe so. like 3 or 4 days ago. I think that was the
Yeah.
live that said something about the
Yeah,
truth comes out
everybody was
something.
here. Yep. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it right now. I'll
Yeah.
drop it in the back chat for him.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the telling live, like where everybody was here from
Oh
both
yeah.
camps. It was yeah. So okay, here we go. Now don't be thrown off by the Andy May part. Don't even worry about that. Just know that both sides came through here. What's up, Brown Beauty? I don't even need to throw it in the private chat. It's right here. When you get a chance to pull that up. Yeah, everybody was here. So it was crazy. What's up, Soul Sister? So yeah, you watch that, you go back and forth. But damn, Rose. So I can invite you over here when we get down to the nitty gritty. That's cool. Shit. Roast need to go to the manosphere with Auntie. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
Lord.
I ain't
Yeah.
going over there. I fuck with Auntie, but I ain't going to the manosphere though.
Yeah, yeah, you go to the manosphere, all black women are gonna be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, yes,
It's a
sir. But
okay. It
I
say
was
anime comes up for the first time.
yeah, yep, yep, yep. I don't know if y'all saw her cam up like ever. Like yeah, DG and everybody over here, like she turned her goddamn camera on. Because I guess what she used to do was just send pictures of herself behind the scenes on IG or whatever, but nobody's ever saw her really cam up. So yeah, I watched that video. As I said, first None of my watch and Mink were over here, and then Jackie and China and all them, they pulled up right after, and Big Baby was on the phone with Jackie at the time. So I mean that was a fire live right there, brother.
Yep.
Um, but I'm gonna shoot you a kite once I get these receipts and all this other crazy stuff or whatever. I'm sure you looped in somewhere. We are going to we're at two. We try to do like a 2.5 hour show, Rose. So we're trying to close out. Um, Last words, but yeah, you do check your mentions, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
In your community wall? Okay, yeah, I'll shoot you a kite because we'll see how far that goes. That's kind of interesting. Can I
You talking
ask you
about when you
this?
do a live?
Huh?
You talking about when you do a next live or something?
Like when I do a live that pertains to, any of that kind of stuff, because let
Okay.
me ask you this. What makes you it doesn't seem like you're neutral. What makes you on the other side? Is it just about like things that came out that were, in your opinion, lies about you and shit like that? So basically you don't think that they're credible? Um
No, no, it ain't that. Like I said, I ain't in that shit with this right here. But when it come down to it, like I said, I fuck with one side. I don't fuck with the other one. But I ain't just got no big old smoke or beef with them women over there. Like they women, I ain't tripping about that. If I scratch with them, it's gonna be some joking shit on my end. I ain't that shit don't move me emotionally or nothing like that.
I ain't
Ain't
never
no big
seen
deal.
yeah, I ain't never seen no scratch hit you emotionally, Rose. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but yeah, brother, I will shoot you a kite, man. We're gonna close out here in about 5 minutes, brother.
Okay, I appreciate you. Salute, man.
All right, all right. I appreciate you coming through.
All right, salute, Miss Lady. Yeah,
Yes,
peace.
sir. All right.
All
All
right.
right. Got another
Yep.
player in the game. I didn't know roast. I didn't know which way roast was going with that. And that's a lot of wow, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep.
When you start looking at receipts and people's stories and stuff like that or whatever, when you talk to certain people, you kind of put that in there. It doesn't like necessarily like discredit the people, throw them out the
Right.
window or anything like that, but that is most definitely another piece of the puzzle that
Mm.
is very, very interesting. Mm.
Jeez.
Because
Wow. Okay.
look at Annie Mae's piece of the puzzle, getting caught up in the game, trying to, be on somebody's side. And now we got the roast. Now we got roast and Jesus Christ,
Yeah. This
hey,
is. Yeah.
it's brought to us. We might as well put it together. But as always, y'all, we very much so appreciate you. Damn, my shit ain't even scrolling down to
Uh-oh.
do an outro. So but anyway, thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow 8:30 p.m. It's gonna be Rick Reed and Envy. I have no idea what we're gonna say, what we're gonna do. I just know it's probably gonna be a little crazy because I'm ordering my drinks right now to be delivered to the goddamn house. Hopefully they ring the doorbell, knock on the goddamn door because I need my liquor.
Mhm.
And I'm downstairs right now. So, but anyway, as always, I'll see you tomorrow 8:30 p.m. But then on Saturdays, I'll give you a 5 o'clock show, 5 to 5:30 show like I usually do. Girl Talk is on Sunday then at
Sunday.
5:30.
Yes.
Monday the schedule will go back up, or will go back to normal 5 to 5:30 Eastern
Mhm.
Standard Time show. So I really do
Absolutely.
appreciate everybody. I can't give you a cool ass outro or anything like that because I can't scroll this StreamYard. But who comment? I don't want to miss a comment. Okay, Austin, yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the night show wherever that may be, and we will holla at you.
Bye.